Here's something you may have missed on the Regular Guy Show.
Bring Big Fat Joe to the podium. Real quick, Joe was, he was some girl in a pool.
When? Like recently?
This was yesterday. And the property manager came and called the cops.
Sure, he probably emptied the pool.
Cannonball!
Who's the poor chick that'll never walk?
Who is the poor thing?
Her name's Amber. It's one of my friends.
I was very discreet.
I guess you're friends.
Her name is Carmel because she reminds me of food.
Is this the first time y'all ever had sex?
No.
Okay.
In the pool?
No.
You've had sex in the pool?
Hold on, Joe. This is a public
It's
pool?
a neighborhood pool.
Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Joseph A. Bank.
Good Lord.
We weren't in the act of having sex in the pool. People are just a little too conservative.
They're too
I mean,
conservative.
her bikini top was off, and I was masturbating.
He
but-
wasn't. Everybody was fully clothed.
These conservatives who want to be able to bring their children
I
to
mean, what
the
kind of
neighborhood
world is it
pools.
where you can't masturbate in your front yard?
Yeah, really.
Good morning to you.
Wake up! To the regular guy. Time to wake up! To the regular guy. Stand up! If you're a regular guy. Wow! It's the regular guy.
You have one of the softest taints in America.
It's crazy. He's out of control.
That's why I want him.
Larry, Southside Steve, and Dick Fat Jim.
The Regular Guys.
Southside Steve, sir.
Yeah, come on.
Time to wake up! To the regular guy. Time to wake up! To the regular guy. Stand up! If you're a regular guy. Wow! It's the regular guy. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Larry, Eric, Southside Steve, and Tim, the regular guy.
Skleeny weeny, monokini, from the land of Scalini, with the little peeny weeny.
That's funny.
Morning radio.
Hello, folks. This is Larry Wax.
Little Larry and the big cock that crows.
What a duo.
Listen to that kid. What potential.
Now I know what you mean.
Boy,
So young, precocious, full of life.
what happened? What happened?
I grew up.
Life happened, my friend.
Man, just that busted.
Shut up.
Okay. Welcome to the Regular Guys Show. Petite Tong, everybody. Larry Wax, Southside Steve Rickman, Senator Von Hessler, Campbell's Chunky Tim Andrews sick today. I don't know what his ailment is, but I just got another email. I just hate that passive approach, is what I'm getting at. I'm not upset that he's out, but it's just I get an email like at 10 of 6. Hey, by the way, I'm out. Could you have called or something or texted or...
And he let everyone else know first.
Oh,
When
he
I
said-
woke up this morning,
Wait, hold on,
I had
let
a
me-
text, when I woke up.
Let me check the timestamp on my email. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, Eric, with your help.
I've got mine, too.
Mine's
See,
at 4:10 a.m.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I get out of the shower. I got out of the shower about 4:20.
I was still sleeping.
Well, I didn't get mine to 4:14.
Well, what you get is you get 10 different emails. Okay, here's what's scheduled. Here's this. Here's this.
Yeah.
And then the very last one I got at about 4:15 was a text instead of an email. I was like, don't forget to tell Larry I'm not in.
Don't forget to tell Larry. Listen to that. He puts a layer. Why can't... It's unbelievable. He is so afraid of me. I can only... right? That's... I don't know, but I can only assume based on the evidence. Jesus.
He didn't want to face you, that's for sure.
I know. It's like, what do you think's going to happen? I've never shot anybody.
Not yet.
Not yet, right?
Bull
That's true.
crap.
Well,
I've never...
not with a real bullet.
Who are you kidding?
I'm saying in real life, not radio life.
Oh. So if anybody asked me if you've ever shot me, I'd have been like, how many times?
Yeah, but I've never shot you at your home or in your, at the mall or
Right.
just only in the confines of the studio. I would never do it outside of these doorways.
Well, Screen on the Green's back tonight. It's your chance.
Yeah, if you want to go out and...
That's right. And where's Seabass today? I have a great assignment for him. This is perfect. This is perfect for the Seabass News Network. The Seabass Headline Television, I'm calling it. SHT. Seabass Headline Television. Yeah, Screen on the Green, or a.k.a. Punked in the Park, is back tonight. I noticed that. Heard that coming in. Dreamgirls will be shown under the auspices of 4 police organizations.
Extra security for Dreamgirls.
And Frank never had it so good, is how it's being billed. Dreamgirls. What? Are there no DVD copies left?
Nope.
I'll give one to a family if it could save a life. I'll give my own copy at home. Don't ask. I was drunk.
I've heard it's quite a good film. I've not seen it myself. People tell me it's
Eric.
very good. I've never seen it.
Eric, it's excellent, but just, you know.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, it has
I mean, I certainly wouldn't.
It has home overtones, I call them.
Well, it's so good they need police from 4 different jurisdictions to come down there.
MARTA police.
You know, if people start getting hit in the head with batons during a showing of Dreamgirls,
It's wrong.
it won't be funny for that person, but
Yeah,
it
no.
will be overall funny.
It would be out of control.
Melee at Dreamgirls showing.
We could blame it on the gays. I
Their
don't know.
melees
Which
and their mayhem.
mayhem and melee. It's not me. I'm not doing it. That's for sure. All right, yes, so that is today. And Seabass is where again? He's just, I know he's got a busy.
Pick a corner on the 5th floor, and he's probably asleep in it.
You think so? Sleep in the building or outside the building?
Who knows? Is he here?
He's inside. He'll find a place inside this building to sleep.
All right, well, Car 50 Seabass, where are you? That's what I'm trying to say.
He could be in the shower downstairs.
All right, go check, would you?
Sure.
I'll tell you what. If you find Seabass, there's a $20 bill in it for you.
You might want to talk to one of the interns. I threw a 20 out the window blowing my nose driving here.
Yeah, he's not.
I'm not really
upset
hurting
with
that
it.
bad.
You know how rich this guy is?
I didn't know you were that rich.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he's...
Okay, I'll up it to
You talk
25.
100, I might go looking. Just
25.
He buys caviar just to open it up, spit in it, and throw it away.
Thank you, Eric.
2 bottles of Jack. I'll give you 2 bottles of Jack if you locate Seabass. You don't even have to find him physically. Just say with a certainty he's at this address.
Done.
Or these coordinates, this
Okay.
latitude and longitude.
I like it.
All right? So
All right.
there it is. The search for Seabass is always outside Steve. And we're taking your calls here in the early bird good time wake up cult at 888-9-REGULAR, 9-REGULAR, 973-4852. I bet I find Seabass before Steve does. And I'll still continue to do the show. I have such skill. I know I can do this. By the way, you owe me $25 if I find Seabass first.
What?
Yeah.
It would. How did that turn?
Oh, so
I
you
just-
can't blow your nose one time.
Right.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Who am I kidding?
Now he's all upset about, yeah.
You're right.
Wow. That was quickly revealed. 888-9-REGULAR, 973-4852. And let's see, the first caller of the show today gets a fabulous prize. Today's fabulous prize is Braves tickets. And we'll have an update on them in just a second with Mixmaster Mark. It's going to be versus the Kansas City Royals Friday. And that is for the first worthy caller. Somebody has something to say, and the fawners are not in that group. I like the fawners; they're good for my ego, but they're just terribly insufferable and egotistical when they get on the phone.
Deadly boring.
Deadly. I get it. You like us, great.
Tune out.
I've got to eat lunch. Got to do things. Sorry.
Hey, man, y'all great.
Thank you so much.
No, really, y'all great.
Thank you. I'd like to.
I've been listening to you
Yeah.
since y'all got here in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Y'all are great.
98.
You know what I like about y'all?
What?
Y'all say the F word right on the air. You
No,
don't even
no,
you don't
no,
even
that's-
care. You
that's
just
just
say the
never-
F word
no,
all the
mate,
time.
no, we
oh
just-
yeah, you do. I heard it.
No.
That's
I
what I
don't
love
know.
about y'all.
Yeah, we never say.
I love
no.
y'all.
Okay, thanks.
Where's Steve?
I've. You know what? Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, break.
Yeah.
Attention, having a Seabass update.
Okay.
Having issues on the way. Be there in 20. I have found Sebastian. He's out there with
You haven't
issues.
found him. Where is he?
He's having issues, and he'll be here in 20.
I know what he's having, but you haven't located
You
him.
found his state of mind. You haven't found him.
That just tells me he's not in this building, so
Okay.
he's
Well,
probably
you've
getting
narrowed it down
Narrowed
to
it
every
down.
place in the world except this building.
Right.
Hey, he's outside, not inside. That's
Expect
half.
money for this?
That's 20,000 square feet out of the way.
That's
Charlie
at least
Chan.
worth a fifth.
All right, let's get to the let's get to Mixmaster Mark and the
The Regular Guys Braves update with Mixmaster Mark.
They're coming off a nasty 10-4 loss the other night. The Braves put Tommy Hanson on the mound, who gave up only 3 hits, 1 walk, and secured a Braves 6-2 victory Wednesday night against the Rays. Eric Hensky. Hey, Bobby. What'd you think of this?
Hensky is single in 2 tries, hits it high and deep to right. Going back is Zobrist. Going, and gone. He's got another one. And the Braves have another one on the board. It is 4-0.
9th inning. Rays start making a little bit of a comeback.
Venters to Rodriguez, swinging a ground ball to third. Weekly hit. Hicks waits, fields, throws, and the Braves are winners.
There it is.
Atlanta beats Tampa Bay to level the series at a game apiece. Johnny Venters gets the 27th out finally. Rays get a couple in the 9th inning. Walking a couple of hits. They strand a man, and the final score at Turner Field tonight. Atlanta 6, Tampa Bay 2.
6-2 final score. Good crowd, over 30,000 showing up last night to see the Rays. So rubber match in the series. With that win, the Braves remain a half game ahead of the Mets, first place NL East. And on a side note, everyone talking about Chipper, all these rumors talking about him retiring.
Didn't he have a press conference and called it off?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, that's weird.
But the funny thing
what
is,
was that about?
The rumor started. I overheard someone saying he had a conversation with Bobby and Frank Wren and Sherholtz. What they talked about, don't know. But apparently he was going to make some kind of press conference announcement this week during this homestand.
Wait a minute. He was going to announce it? Did he announce that he was having a press conference?
Well, yeah. Well,
was he going to announce that he was going to announce that?
He had a press conference to let people know there would be a press conference of substance.
Yeah, they kind of stopped him and said, "So what's going on?" And he said, "I'll say something later on this week."
Right.
So that led to the rumors of, if Chipper's calling a press conference, he's probably going to retire.
Okay.
And then he made the comment last night after the game, "Nope, I'm not going anywhere." And the funny thing, he had a couple of good hits last night. Got a home run Tuesday night as well. So
I think he's transitioned into a very useful player off the bench.
It's almost like he sees retirement and he goes, "No, I don't think I want to," and he steps up his game.
Yeah. He could have been announcing an interest in beach volleyball or something. I mean, it could have been a totally different sport.
Maybe he was going to be part owner of a nationwide team.
That too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a NASCAR.
That's a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
And
that's what you get for speculating, I guess. But Chipper not going anywhere. The Braves' final game against the Rays tonight, 7-10. Huddy on the mound, again, still in first place. Should be a good night. It's going to be another hot night, but no rain. So
who plays the tools in the race? I want to know.
Who is in the tool costumes?
Yeah, that's
those
what I meant.
They're real. What are you talking about?
I know. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the
I
tooth fairy
thought they were
and
people.
It's our game day staff, and it's our some grounds crew guys, some game day staff as well.
Because I like to do it. Looks like fun. I like to dress up as I am a tool in real life, but I like to be one.
You see the hammer, the saw, the brush, and then Larry in no costume.
That would be perfect.
Y'all got a problem?
Yeah, bring it. Bring it, tools.
Knocking over all of them.
I got a feeling those uniforms don't get laundered in between everything. I mean, that's a season long.
Right. You have to wear a union
suit. You're jumping in
there
with a few other people.
I saw one, the paintbrush fell down last night.
Too bad the drill knocked him over, gave him a good shoulder block before the game even started.
Are they allowed to do that?
Oh, yeah. Listen, if I was a bet man, and I am, I would not put any money on 2-Bit winning anytime soon. That dude gets his ass kicked every single night, and it still is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Is this roller derby or the tool race?
Somebody sent me a text last night and goes, "When did the tool race turn into a hockey game?"
Yeah, well, because
like winning is secondary.
The Braves have given tacit permission to some of their employees to take out their workplace angst on one another. I mean, that's this is going to explode into some kind of court case.
Yeah. I guess it keeps a happy employee. A little aggression out on the field.
That'd be great if they were brought into court over some harassment thing, and it culminated in one tool being knocked over by another.
The hammer come in a tie.
Right, yeah. They're all dressed in their tool costumes in court.
See the paintbrush tackle the defense attorney.
He's the 2-Bit's got one of those collars around his neck,
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. I got traction going on.
It's all, hey, Your Honor, I'm all for good fun, but this just went too far.
It's got a lot of control.
Hey. Yeah, that would be trial of the century, anyone? I think so. All right, we'll take a pause here, and when we return, we will, a lot of people patiently waiting on the phone to speak to us with their comments, their questions, their punditry.
Their alibis.
And their testimony.
That's what they use this for. I'm convinced half these people have committed some sort of crime, and they want to be able to say on the record, "No, it wasn't me. I was calling the regular guys."
Right. I was...
Check it.
I'd like to see how many murders in the metro area line up with our call-in segments. That would be interesting. But I don't have time or money. So I'm going to I'm going to take a pause while we pay the bells. 888-9 regular 9 REGULAR 973-4852. Be right back. Yes, welcome back to the Regular Guys Show. Larry Wax, Southside Steve Rickman, Senator Von Hessler, and I believe I owe Steve something. Whatever I bet.
Yeah, you owe me
found Seabass
2/5, but I'll just hold you accountable for 1/5 of Jack Daniels. I asked Seabass what road or what parking lot. And
where is Seabass currently?
I got road, capital PTI.
Peachtree
Industrial.
That's what we're going with, Peachtree Industrial.
Why does he write things so cryptically?
I don't know. He could have just wrote Peachtree Industrial.
Well, but he's driving.
No, he's not driving. His car's broke.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He's in the passenger seat.
We also have a hotline that no one else can call on that he could easily have called during the break.
Yeah, why is that not happening? I don't know. I want to.
Well, give out that number. Maybe he doesn't know it. Just listening.
Number is.
But nobody else is using it. Might as well somebody useful. Yeah. All right. Well, Steve, very good.
Thank you.
I want to tell people where Seabass is. He's on Peachtree Industrial Boulevard someplace. If you see a broken down Ford, what is it, an Escort?
No. Isn't he back? Is he driving that again?
No,
I
he's
thought
not
that
driving.
was dust.
Yeah, it's
you know
done.
what happened?
The red car is gone.
Yeah,
Gone.
He missed his MARTA, and he had to wait for the next one. That's my guess.
Oh, that's right. It's on.
Yeah.
Or look for a chick in a cheap car, slightly overweight, hair on one side of her head, with Seabass in the passenger seat.
That's a sure sign of Seabass. All right, so if you see that person, so if you find Seabass coming into work, it's like a little fun Where's Waldo. People's commutes are boring.
Yeah, I slept indoors last night.
Yeah. If you can spot Seabass and get him to work, then there's something in it for you.
I was with a fat chick. That's why I smell like Taco Bell and regret.
888-9 regular 9 REGULAR. This is Jeff in Snellville, Petitong.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Petitong to you, sir.
Thank you. It's very polite person, this Jeff.
I just had a question, sir. I see that. Let's see. They have. You have. How come you guys can't get a TV program?
Well, we have a TV program.
Okay. What station is it on?
CW69. Thank you for asking. It's on tonight between 6:20 and 6:30. The Regular Guys Minute. Now I know it's only a minute, but it's a TV program.
It is on television.
Right. Yep. It fits all the criteria.
Makes it a TV program.
Not to be defensive, but if you had a minute when your rivals had 30, you would be a little defensive.
Hey, that's nice.
That's why I was wondering. How come you can't get 30 minutes?
Well, you know what? It's a good question because we originally CW69 originally wanted us to do like a half-hour show, and we were all ready to go, but their corporate offices said no new white programming or something like that. I'm not sure how the edict went down. That may just be my interpretation.
Probably.
Well,
there's enough white people on TV.
That, so, okay. All right. Thank you very much.
They had reached their quota or something. I don't know. It's something in New York.
It's just bad luck, bad timing.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
But thank you. Thank you for caring. I hope to expand with your help by watching, of course, and participating in the program whenever there's a participation segment like of 10 seconds. You could help us get that half hour and be at parity with Frank and Wanda. If you just watch and grow this baby. Come on, we can do it. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yep, put the white people on.
Hope and change.
Change it.
Exactly.
All right, Jeff.
Thank you very much, sir.
Don't hang up. You're the first caller of the show, so you get a prize.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. I like being called sir, by the way.
Yeah.
He knew that. That's why he gets the prize. He's a very worthy caller. Brandon in Atlanta, Petitong.
Hey, I'm going to go to the old wrong chong, I'm afraid. So.
Brang Chang.
The question...
Do it right.
For you, gentlemen...
Brang Chang.
Brang Chong.
No, it's not Brang Chong.
He's combining Petitong, right? He's getting the ong.
All right,
That's
what's your punditry?
Okay. I was curious about some comedic theorem. I had a really wild dream last night. One of those sweaty, wake up screaming type of deals. And there was a little bit of comedy in the dream that might be able to be expounded into some sort of humor. But I might need some help with it.
Probably not.
I really hate other people's dreams because I know they're not real, so it's not really
Well, I was
interesting.
on a Kroger, and I turned around and Cher, and then we were at the top of Mount Everest.
Really good.
Although I'll ask you this: as long as we're talking about dreams,
Right.
I really don't care about your dream. But I think I have a dream lately. Seriously, I have this recurring dream, and it's been going on for years and years and years.
It's probably going to come true.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's going to come true.
Well, let's hear it if
Have
it
dragons
can.
in it. I mean, yeah. But I've had it for years. But so to me, the amateur psychologist, if a dream is recurring that much, there must be a serious issue at stake, and I don't know what it is. But my subconscious is thinking of it over and over again.
You need some Jungian analysis.
And I think it's a universal dream, because tell me, Brandon, and everybody in this room, if you've had this dream too, you're driving, but you have no control of the car. You can't see anything, and you're like in trees. You don't know if you've run off the road, or you just can't see, and you just like, what? You give up and let it happen.
No, I never.
Kind of like Carrie Underwood, and Jesus takes the wheel.
I haven't had that one. No. I bet I have plane dreams where, but you're never in control of a plane when you're on it. But I mean, I feel it more like that. And then the plane is invisible, and I can see the ground underneath me, and there's nothing I can do about it.
And you've had that for how many years?
Probably usually about 2 or 3 weeks before I fly. So it depends on how often I fly.
Well, we know what that issue is. You're afraid of flying.
Right.
I don't know what it is when I'm
Maybe
like...
you're afraid of driving a car.
I've fallen off cliffs, and I don't know why I'm on the edge of a cliff where I wake up right, and before you hit. They say if you hit, you die. That's what people say. I don't know how they know that, but
there's no way to test that.
They were tracking guys' dreams, and they died. What was
I guess that's how you do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's okay. So, all right, you had a dream.
The thing about dreams is they prove just how stupid and gullible we are.
Yeah.
I mean, how many years I've been alive? 46 years. I'm still fooled every night.
Yeah.
Into believing something.
Well, you're dead.
I've had this experience thousands of times.
No, I see it the opposite way. I think when you're sleeping, you're actually dead.
Oh, well.
You're dead. You're just like your computer. If your computer's asleep or the battery's not working, you still can't get online.
That's right.
One can be revived, but I think you're functionally dead. And then it's amazing how alert you can be when you're dead. It's like, whoa, that's a danger. I better get out of this death and be alive again. That's remarkable.
Heaven could be a dream.
Every once in a while, you figure out in the middle of a dream, this is ridiculous. I'm dreaming.
Oh, yeah, I've done that. I started doing that when
This is stupid.
When I got to be 30, I started, I was on to this.
Right.
Oh, I've seen that. Oh, yeah, I know what you're doing. Okay.
Tom T. Hall, a Walmart, 2010.
I'm hanging out
has
with
to be a dream.
I'm hanging out with Glenn Campbell.
It's like your mind is still testing you. All right, I know he's 30, but can I still get him to wet himself? How advanced am I? Mike and Griffin, Petitong.
Top of the morning, boys. How you doing today?
Oh, we're doing very well. We're in the top 1% of all people during our last audit.
Excellent. Hey, Eric, I just wondered if you picked up on the story. Out in Utah, they still have death by firing squad, and there's a guy on death row who's trying to get out of it, and he's very close to doing it. I had no idea. We still shoot people in the U.S.
Yes.
Well, in Utah, he chose it. You can choose in Utah. Which you can choose which way you're going to go,
That is
and
cool.
he chose that. But what I find interesting though is you still sit down. I think of firing squads
I thought they
standing up,
stand.
but no, in this one they still sit down. So if I was going to get shot, I think I would rather be standing. I don't know why.
I'd be afraid somebody's going to miss.
I like the idea of
Or wound
choosing.
me.
I like the idea of being able to choose
Pick your poison.
Yeah.
You know why they sit? Because I would just ask everybody. I'm like, look, don't hit me in the head. Either one.
They have,
Hit me in the chest.
It used to be 21. It may be 18. They have. Let's just say it's 21. It's a number of different shooters. They're all marksmen. None of them know which one has the bullet. So there's no one knows if they did it. And they're all marksmen. And there's only one bullet.
And they're aiming for the heart,
They put a thing right over the heart for them to aim for, and they shoot you there. And obviously, you're sitting down because they don't want that image of somebody slumping on a stake, I guess. Better to just,
that's
you're
cool.
there.
That
It is cool, but
if they're a murderer, it's
maybe
cool.
It seemed barbaric or something.
Yeah, it does seem barbaric.
That's how we used to do it, Eric.
I'm sure there was good reason to make them look.
That weird thing they put over your heart. It's like, that's it.
Yeah.
We had the electric chair in the 1800s. You sat in a chair in the middle of a field during a storm, and you held a rod and wait till it hit you.
That is not true. However, it was hilarious, so it was worth it.
Civil War, they did that. A lot of people don't know it.
Right. Because the odds of that happening are pretty good.
You're going to get hit.
The idea that they would come up with an electric chair based on an event that rarely happens before there is electricity is really quite logical.
No, this is actually true. They used to have guys who would just travel around with electric chickens. So they'd have one.
Yeah.
And like you'd have people on death row, and so there'd be somebody like in the southeast. That guy would just drive around. He'd get to your town once every year and a half, and you just kill all the people you have on death row, and he moves on.
Well, that's when the socialists took over that business. They started slow. They took over the executioner business, which was a freelance private industry. Along with the Fuller Brushman, you would have an executioner going door to door right after you had sex with the Fuller Brushman
right.
and the Hoover vacuum cleaner salesman. Your wife probably, while you're at work, hard working, fighting the Nazis, your wife would be boning with the executioner salesman.
Bitches. Damn it. Can't trust them.
And so something happened where somebody killed somebody, and the government had to take it over under FDR's War Powers Act.
I believe all of this.
I think it was the Rosenbergs.
It's true. It's on Glenn Beck tonight on Fox. 5 o'clock.
America, we must choose. That's all I'm saying. Good night.
Joey and Cumming.
Petitong,
Joseph.
what's going on?
You tell us. What's your punditry? I think that should be a new segment on the show. We should rename our call-in segments. What's your punditry? You have 60 seconds to convince us on any topic. Go ahead.
Well, I say that that's a bad thing that you're telling where Sebastian is, because if I find him, I'm holding him for ransom.
Well, you can't do that, sir. That's called kidnapping. It's
No,
illegal.
it's not. It's just a ransom. I need money. South High Steve, where's that $20 bill at? I need to go get it. I'm
It's
broke.
right there at the toll
All right,
bridge.
don't even answer him. He's on meth, clearly, and he's threatening to kidnap somebody. I don't want to get involved with him. Why
and
would
the,
you?
And the chances here of
Yeah.
people really ponying up that much, like it may start out as like a cash, and then it may concert
Right.
tickets. All right, well, somebody just come pick him up. I'll give it back to you.
Of course, Seabass has to consent to being picked up by you. It's not just like it's not kidnap Seabass. Oh, you know what? I'm calling the contest off. You can't handle it.
Yeah.
That guy ruined it for everybody else, Eric. I was prepared to give a great prize, a tremendous prize from Solomon Brothers Fine Jewelers. Yeah, that's what I was committed to doing. Yeah.
And he ruined it.
And this guy ruined it. There's no more contest. There's no more prize.
One bad apple.
So if
the
you're looking
whole bunch,
that's
boy.
right. I don't care how close you were to finding Seabass out on the road this morning with his broke down car and his broke down ass and his fat girlfriend. But call it off. Sorry, no prize.
Fat friend with privileges.
Oh no.
Fatty with benefits.
I don't think so, Eric. I don't think so.
Rugby.
It's technically scrum. I'd like to see you in a scrum.
What is it like to have sex with me?
What is it like to have sex with me? We'll be back with America's most slanted and biased newscast, unfair, unbalanced, well-hung, and tax-free. It's the News Jog with Von Hessler. Next. Welcome back to the Regular Guys Show. I don't know, maybe it's a formality at this point. Mixmaster Mark, who's leading in the douchebag of the show?
Well, ironically, there's a couple of leaders right now vying for position to be douchebag of the show. Earlier in the show today, Captain Douchebag was running a little bit late. And
who's that? You're not referring to Sebastian Douchewitz?
Oh, yes.
David.
As usual,
Not what ironic means, by the way.
Douchebag point there.
It's not.
Well, it is ironic.
Ironically, several people are leading for douchebag.
Yeah, that's not
That's
ironic.
not ironic. It's interestingly
enough. You know, he wins it. We're done. We're done for the show. He was running late today, and like normal, whenever he's late, he doesn't call. He sends kind of cryptic text, not really letting know where anybody's at, and he refuses to let anybody learn how to work the video chat channel.
Yeah.
So the first 45 minutes of the show... Wait, hold on before you start getting defensive, Seabass. So nobody knows what's going on. Everyone's like, do we have the password? Nobody has the password. Where's he at? Steve has to text back and forth.
Let me stop you a second. I'm just curious. Why have you not taught any other intern, other than my daughter, who's not here, how to work that system?
Wait, before you answer this, you cannot use the phrase idiots and intern in the same sentence.
Okay, go.
There's a manual for them, and
why haven't you taught them
and
the passwords? Why haven't you taught them Why isn't there a sheet on the wall?
The sheet right over somewhere back there. Anyways,
why isn't there a sheet posted on the? Hold it. Why isn't there a sheet posted on the wall where any living, breathing, sentient being in this room, if need be, could just follow the procedures and turn that thing on? You left our listeners in the lurch for 45 minutes who enjoyed the Regular Guys video chat channel. For some people, Eric, Steve, as you know, we've met them at our various appearances. For some, this is the only thing they have in their life.
That's
the only
correct.
bright spot.
I heard there's an Asian kid in Queens. And that's the only way he gets to
Yes. There's an Asian kid in Queens who lost his mother.
Yes.
And is
Very
stuck with
sad
an
story.
expensive car. Back to you.
Well, there is a little manual. I guess they were fooling with it this morning because it's usually sitting right here. And yes, there are our brighter interns, your daughter, Chrissy, Jerry. They all can do it with no problem. There's some interns that are not as competent.
And who are they? As long as you're naming names.
Well,
so you're saying Allison doesn't have the ability to learn this? If you
Yeah,
show it to
Allison
her.
Sherman, come here, please.
She seems capable.
Allison Sherman.
She seems lovely. She could probably bartend
Step to the
sometime.
microphone. Allison,
Maybe if you actually showed us how to do this, we would know what to do.
Allison also set up my fan page by herself, figuring it out. She went through a lot. The girl, she's smart.
Shermy is a tough, smart girl. Let me tell you something. She puts up with drunks every night of the week, and she knows how to. And she's a small girl.
Yep.
Woman.
Itty
Sorry.
bitty.
So you can't just leave the manual laying around and say, it was there. You got to teach them hands-on.
If I must.
Chrissy put together. You didn't even put that together.
I don't need to be doing that. That's
Thank
a good
you.
thing for an intern to do.
Thank you for your testimony, Allison Sherman.
Good job, Chrissy.
And I want that I want some kind of procedure, step by step, put on this wall.
Fine.
You
Well,
see
you
the
probably
wall,
don't want
right?
passwords put on the wall, but the procedure should be there, and the password should be easy to find.
Put the passwords on there.
Well, then everybody, you don't know what goes on here at midnight.
Yeah, we've lost 4 bottles of Ed Hardy wine in this studio.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can trace that down. But
all right, you're going to have gay male nudity on there before you know it, but go ahead.
So be it. I want that on at 6 a.m. All right. What else?
Maybe pay me more.
Oh, jeez. Another point there.
Right.
Steve, you may actually lose today.
Okay.
But not after you say something like this.
Oh.
So earlier, a couple of minutes ago, we're talking about, the driving drunk with your dog, and if you get in a wreck with your dog, and Larry correctly pointed this one out.
Trust me, when you get hit, you're going to go, and your dog is going to get bounced around.
So you're going to go, but wait a minute, who does?
How are they going to go?
Dog's going to get bounced around.
How
the
they gonna
girl?
The girl goes. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not you. It's
I
okay.
thought I corrected pretty good there. I don't know if that's douchey at all.
But actually, douchebag leader right now has to go to Seabass for, again, railing on the interns because he's too stupid to teach them anything.
What about Larry
so-
getting sucked in by a caller?
Oh, that was just funny. There's nothing douchey. That was just straight
I was
up
just
funny.
being tender. I was being nice.
all right.
I mean, that wasn't being a
Yeah, I think
douchebag.
douchey. Yeah, I don't think that was douchey.
Yeah.
Well, I would rather you be tender and get sucked in every once in a while.
Should know better because
8:36.
All right, let's.
the two of us went through the Baba Booey Wars of '95.
I
You
know.
should know better. You
We're
should be
veterans of the Baba Booey Wars of the 90s.
All that guy did was sing the Barney song. He just sang "I Love You." That sounds like some sort of top 40 thing out of Cleveland or something.
Yeah, it was probably what we were probably on the Elvis Duran Zoo, being.
Well,
I don't know.
Hey, it's better as long as we're not syndicated.
Hey, at least we're on a top-rated show. 888 9. No, what am I? Okay, yeah. Email bucket. Let me get back on track. I'm still thrown. Regular Guys at Atlanta's Rock Station. Is the email bucket address. Southside Steve, who sponsors it today?
McDonald's does. Head to McDonald's today and pick up 2 classic Egg McMuffin sandwiches for just $2.50 at McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
All right. Okay. All right, hold on. I opened up the wrong file.
Well, you are thrown. Get off my ass. Dude, I lived on a big blue ball.
2 inches, that's a lot. I'll give
I
you
do
that.
suck-in exercises while we're sitting here.
I have a wonderful personality. I'm fun to be around.
Yeah.
I have his underwear around his ankles and 3 drinks.
I'll give him 1 pump just because I'm proud of the kid.
Southside Steve Audio Preservation Society, always a good vamp. Thank you, Mixmaster Mark. Here it is. Charles writes, Petite Tong, guys. This is primarily for Southside Steve.
Okay.
While he is finishing up his new movie, he might reconsider its title. If you check IMDb, that's Internet Movie Database for you people in Fayetteville, you can see both.
Oh, that's a shot. Come on. You have to go with the people in Fayetteville or any city. That was wrong.
Why not? What if they don't? I've done
a lot
research.
of people don't know what the International Movie Database
I've done
says
research, and I've asked people what IMDb means. I
What?
found that most do not know. So
Sorry, Steve,
I got it wrong.
Yeah, you got it wrong.
IMDb.
What did you say?
International
Movie Database.
International. Well, for you,
Am I wrong?
for you
And you
people
are from
Fayetteville.
All right,
No, I
apologize.
live there, not from there.
Apologize.
Okay. I apologize. I got that.
You can see both Game On or Game Over, whatever you're calling this movie. What is it called? Game Over?
Game On.
Okay, Game On this week.
I answered that quickly. Game On.
All right, well, it's already been used many, many times each. I think one has 5 movies, TV shows, or video games. The other has something like 17. As you know, distributors prefer not to use the same name as other movies already on the market. You need a unique name nobody would confuse with something else. For instance, if you want to rent Gone with the Wind, you don't have to ask which version is it, the one with Clark Gable or the one with Carrot Top.
Mm-hmm.
Since Southside Steve already owns the slogan, "Yeah, come on," he might consider using that. Although maybe a better project might be to film the Southside Steve story and use the title there. I could see this as a great film. The soundtrack probably could be the most expensive part, getting the rights to use all those Journey songs, though.
Hell yes.
Steve's just a mere actor in this film. He's not the.
Yeah, I didn't name it.
It's not his film.
But it's a good suggestion to pass on.
I will pass it along. I appreciate that.
How about
Game
Lemon
On.
Test? I bet there's no other movie called
Lemon Test.
No.
You just add a little thing where Emmanuel Lewis makes you eat a lemon or something.
Something. No, that's a good suggestion. Little Manny.
Attention, please. This is Southside Stephen Hawking. Please let me reboot. I would like to announce my new way of checking females out to see if they are qualified for social intercourse. My favorite of all time is the brainy and sexy Tina Fey. I'd like to explore her black holes.
You're into her, huh?
I am into her like a freight train man. Yes, come on.
Are you going to go through the wormhole with Morgan Freeman?
I'd like to go through her wormhole. Yeah, come on. I couldn't find my southern button. And now I have. Southside Stephen Hawking has developed what I like to call the Liz Lemon test. If a gal is like Tina Fey, I will engage in social intercourse with her. Yeah, come on. I ask her questions, and if she comes up with a witty, sexy answer, she will pass the Liz Lemon test. Yeah, come on. This is Southside Stephen Hawking saying yes, come on.
No specials at the bar and grill tonight?
We're closed.
No, we're not. I thought it was
for
comedy
maintenance. Oh, what is it, Thursday?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is
Intergalactic comedy.
Intergalactic Comedy Night.
Space with intern Steve.
Space Ghost and intern Steve will be hosting. Yeah, come on.
Isn't it 18 gigabytes and over tonight?
18 gigabytes and over. You're free to dance. Yes, come on.
John writes, Petitong, I ran into Southside Steve at the Connoisseur Beer Festival. Or as Steve calls it, the Beer Connoisseur Festival. It is the Beer Connoisseur Festival.
Yes, it is.
This
and
week,
it's sponsored by Beer Connoisseur Magazine.
At the Prado.
Yeah.
What is it? The Beer Connoisseur Festival? It doesn't matter. I mentioned to him as politely as I could that I believe that he had a lot of sex. He didn't need to mention it, though, in every commercial that I hear on the air. That's what do you recall somebody saying this to you?
Yeah, it was one of Seabass's drunk guys that came up to me with a drunk girl, and the drunk girl was like, I'm coming to your bar. And another dude's like, look, I know you have sex all the time. I know you do things. I don't need to hear you do when you do, because you do.
So he's criticizing your performance.
He
on the
was
show.
attacking my lovely Mountain Dew commercial.
And your
also-
D. Geller and Son.
You
and your
do,
healthy
in
trim.
every commercial, you do bring up the fact that you have an inordinate amount of sex.
No, I just like to do stuff. I didn't say that. I like to do things.
Well, what
and
Steve
I love do.
I was there, and what Steve actually said was, "You know, man, I could read boring commercials if you wanted me to, but I make
could.
things fun and exciting." And the guy was like, "Well, this isn't fun. This is just dumb."
Well, the email continues. He went off into a
Wow, how
rant.
many endorsements you got?
He went off into a rant about
Scare
how
them out, Steve.
Yeah.
He
Let's
went-
scare them
How
out.
much money am I bringing in with
He went
my
on-
dumb commercials?
he went off into a rant about how he wasn't going to make a bland commercial like you hear on every other station.
I won't. I will not.
I tried to counter, saying that there are plenty of ways to make ads interesting without sexual content, vulgar and sexual juvenile puns, and that wasn't the best way to appeal to me as a listener. I'm even a blue-collar male in my early 20s and was getting old. He flipped his ponytail and stormed off.
I didn't
Nothing
storm
works.
off. I walked off because I'm talking to a drunk guy who's making no sense, and his drunk girl's hanging on me, so I'm walking away.
Well, we've got a montage to see just how tired this guy is of Steve's commercials.
How about an 18-inch strand for just $69? I love 69. HealthyTrim.com. Everybody loves trim.
Steve, you know about Black and Blue.
Yes, I do. I'm the king of blue humor. I love blue humor. And I got to tell you, I got some black in me, too. In all the right places. Yeah, come on. I'm a doer. My whole life I've been a doer. I get it done because I like to do it. Look, I'm the first person to tell you, doing feels good. This is Southside Steve, and I approve of this message. Yeah, come on.
Wow.
I do.
You managed to get a sexual reference, and pretty hardcore ones at that.
Yeah.
You appointed yourself the king of blue humor, and Lenny Bruce didn't exist, huh?
No.
Well, he's dead.
All right,
I'm
that's
just having
true.
fun.
He's the heir to the crown.
Right. Okay. That would be the natural heir. Bruce to Rickman. That's what they're saying.
Intellectual heir.
Sex sells.
Yeah.
What can I say?
It's not since Ron Peikoff have we seen
Since when does
such a
sex,
grand handoff.
Since when does sex not sell?
I
Really?
think all this guy is
Attractive
saying
girls
is that every single time you do an ad, it's some vulgar sex pun.
It is
as we
not
just
always
heard.
that
We just
way.
heard it.
It is not. Those are just a few of what
I find
talk
that
about.
empty rhetoric makes for a sexy, sparkly commercial.
That's just
Come
a
on.
few.
It does. It is kind of a crutch. You know, it's you know, you can be.
I can go other places.
It is
with
defense. It is defense.
Thank
He
you,
has to make
Eric.
50 a day.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of
You can't
commercials.
do a Mother's Day jewelry commercial without throwing some 69 in there.
You know, I give
Oh,
them-
King. Oh, dear King. Please have mercy on us, the peasants.
This is Southside from Navy Federal Credit Union. When I let a girl dock into my port, you know what I'm saying?
And I probably would say that. I like that, Mark. Matter of fact, I'll use that.
King of blue humor. I got a blue humor moat filled with sex dolls.
Southside from Pizza Hut. Who wants an all meat pizza? Yeah, come
Hey,
on.
everybody likes a slice.
Everybody likes a piece. Yeah, come on. Is there? Do you think there's a product out there that you couldn't
I like
sexualize?
meat. No, probably not. I can sexualize anything.
Really? We got to find a
Southside
product.
Steve for the Weekly Reader.
What about like the crematorium up in North Georgia that got busted?
I'll give a prize. Here's what I'll do. I'll think about this, and we'll have maybe we'll have people call in later. Maybe toward the final caller. I'll give a prize to somebody who can stump Steve with a product that he cannot sexualize.
Well, you know, I put the cream in cremate.
Yeah, come on.
There's that one.
I will pound you to dust.
Southside for Allstate. I need to insure my Dugan because it gets so much action.
All right. Well, maybe nobody will get the prize. But
Let me peek in your casket.
How about those meth commercials?
wait, what? Let me peek in your casket.
Yeah.
What is sexy about? Well, I don't get that. What's the product? A coffin?
A box.
Oh, because we have so many coffin companies.
It's a
out.
necrophilia reference.
People are selling them.
Let me peek in your coffin.
Those awful, scary meth commercials. Give me a sexual innuendo there.
Scary meth.
You know
That's not. It's a PSA.
Yeah.
They're real commercials running.
They're paid for.
I know.
Yeah,
but
they're paid for. They're not PSAs. They're not free.
It was like an announcement, like a preachy. It's not a product they're selling. They're just telling people not to do drugs.
I don't do girls with scars.
I'll tell you what, the one kind I don't like is meth head.
That's right. If you got acid leaking out of your face, I'm not going to hit it.
Not gonna hit it. All right, we'll explore that. Think about it, people.
So if you want to get it, don't do meth.
Think of a product that Steve can't sexualize. Good luck. We'll give you some Braves tickets for that. All right, we'll take a break here. Email Bucket, regular guys at Atlanta's Rock Station.
.com!
Is the email Bucket address. Speaking of Southside Steve and douchebagginess, his chat with Omarosa, reality star Omarosa and Southside Steve. That is coming up next.
It's time for the regular guy's Foo Line. Tell someone to foff at 888-FU-Line-9.
This big goes out to the people that stole my son's scooter. If you guys need a scooter that bad, you need to get a job. You, Steve.
I want to give a huge to all them girls that date guys with their pants on the ground.
Yes, this is the king of Barry County. This the guy that called me out the other day. You ought to know by now that I don't like being called out. And if you call me out, I'm going to tell.
I want to give a big to my boyfriend who says he's too tired to have sex with me. Man up.
This goes out to people who talk really loud for no apparent reason.
I want to give a big to Paul for taking my girlfriend away. Once you can steal somebody else's girlfriend off in World of Warcraft instead of in real life where you don't belong. This goes to Steve for being able to tell what kind of beer a person drank just by smelling their underwear. That's a little creepy, you ponytailed douchebags.
Thanks.
Cumulus, the power of radio.
Creepy, oh yeah, what am I supposed to do?
There it is, the regular guys FU family and understanding line. The number 888-FU-Line-9, 888-385-4639.
Bias? Check. Slanted? Check. News hat? Check. Time for the News Jog with Eric Von Hessler.
They are known for dykes.
It covers America, covers the whole wide world. It's the News Jog.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that slut Lun Lun, our giant panda, Zoo Atlanta, which I've never seen. But I hear it's quite cuddly, this Lun Lun.
I've seen it, and then 2 or 3 times I haven't. I know they're there, but it's like in a bush, and all you see is this little bit of white paw, and that's it.
Well, Lun Lun might be pregnant. The thing is, with these things, they're only fertile for like 3 or 4 days a year.
I bet it's the gorilla who charged the glass and had to be removed.
That's how they calmed him down. Set him in with Lun Lun. So on the 2 or 3 days that the thing is fertile, and they brought in this other panda that they say in the story, just couldn't get the job done. So then they artificially inseminated. So that's the problem with these pandas. The reason it's so difficult for them, first of all, birth is difficult.
The problem with the pandas, they have no use on Earth.
Well, that's the point. And evolution is trying to get rid of them because when you get to a situation where the male in the species doesn't show interest in having sex anymore, that means the ecosystem has said, we don't need this anymore.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What are you doing? We don't need this game. Right.
And it's like hard,
They're
like,
useless.
there's 9 out of 10 are miscarriages. Once the thing, they won't even know that this thing is pregnant until it goes into labor, basically. And then it gives birth to something that's the size of a stick of butter.
It seems to me.
Evolution has said bye-bye to this thing.
I like that measurement that they use. They tell the public, well, it's the size of a stick of butter because that's all the public can understand.
Butter.
Hey, it's like a little. I'm interested in animals now because they're talking about butter. Because when you talk about butter, you got my attention. Yeah, dude. Hey, Steve, got any more dead baby jokes?
How about butter?
Have a butter joke.
Oh, God. I know. It's like pandas now are strictly, if you just look at it for what it is, they have no use other than entertaining children with their sexuality.
Yes.
It's all it's about. Is it pregnant? Is it not pregnant? You never hear, a panda was instrumental. Scientists observed the panda building their house, and they've come up with a new insulation that will save us thousands of gallons of fuel a year. No, it's just like, all right, pandas are in the news. Why? Because they're having sex, giving birth. This is pornography, folks. And this Loon, I read, is 12 years old, and that is perverted.
Oh, it's way too young to be
getting a
having
12-year-old
kids.
pregnant.
Oh, is that wrong by saying Lun Lun? Is it Loon?
I don't know what it is. You call it whatever you want.
Well,
Jack,
are panda
Jack.
years like dog years?
I call it Commie Bear. That's what I call it.
Commie Bear. Com. Shy-com.
Well, I will continue to not care about pandas. Although they have a big campaign right now this all could be made up because they have a big campaign to try to raise some $100,000 or something to
I call them
keep the pandas at the zoo.
I call them the animals of peace. Wink, wink. You know what I mean. Tea partiers.
Yeah, bring your kids.
Yeah.
I'll teach them about collectivism.
Yeah, and
Those damn
sex.
pandas.
I'll introduce them to fornication.
I'll put it together, collective sex. These pandas are teaching our children about group sex. How much longer are we going to put up with this?
That's my new album. That's my new band, Collective Sex. I'm trying to get Will Turpin.
You could open for him.
Yeah.
This lady out in Carroll County, she's 41 years old. Her name is Tammy Denise Truitt.
There it is, Tammy.
Tammy.
What'd she do? What's in a name?
What did Tammy do?
Do you know I actually had a clerk at the Bay Pay when I went to fill up? I went in to get a bottle of water, and the clerk was, yes, LaQuisha. I couldn't believe it. It was like, that's a stereotype. That's just made up. Oh, there was LaQuisha.
I saw a girl named Latrina once. Could not believe it.
Eye bleach.
Tammy Denise Truitt is 41, and now she's going to prison for 8 years plus 4 years of probation because last year her friend had an emergency and said, can you watch my infant? She watched the infant, but because grandma was going to come over and pick up the kid.
Was that an open-ended offer?
No, she had to go to emergency. Look, my grandma's going to come pick up the kid. Can you watch in between? But I guess she couldn't handle it in between because she gave the kid what was almost a deadly amount of wine. She put it in the sippy cup.
There is an acceptable amount of wine for infants, and she just didn't give it to him.
Yeah, you got to put a little bit on your finger and let them lick that off.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, just a little dab. And I know why she was doing it. That kid was either screaming or she just wanted to put the kid to sleep. So
all right, well, here's the thing. Tammy's,
or kill it.
Tammy's not very bright because the infant...
Really?
No. It says infant here, but I think you're a toddler by the time you have a sippy cup, but be that as it may. Blood alcohol level... 0.33.
Nice.
When grandma,
what's its excuse?
That kid ain't driving.
Did she let the baby drive? At least she kept it indoors.
No, she did not go that far.
Well, you know what? If I were her attorney, I'd pursue that angle.
She would have gotten made on her ass.
Hey,
against infant drunk drivers.
At least I didn't let the baby drive to see the pandas. Hey, did you know the pandas are the size of a stick of butter? Stick of butter when they're born.
Tammy, your kid can't walk. Because it's drunk or
it's not my kid.
Not my kid. You know, when he was born, he was the size of 2 sticks of butter. Oh. That's how bad he had it off.
He looked like butter, too.
But you know what they say.
Smelled like butter.
Yeah, smell like, tastes like butter. Soft and gooey like butter. Soft.
Oh, we're laughing
hey, Steve, you want to see my Hooters picture?
Oh, God. No.
Want to smell my breath?
I can smell it from here.
Smells like Jeremiah Weed.
I know.
Whiskey.
The kid is fine now.
Thank God.
Oh, she's going to jail for 8 years.
So you get a kid drunk, 8 years.
You look at the bright side. This is how all great reality stars got started. By being drunk as babies. Drew Barrymore, Lindsay Lohan, drunk as a skunk at 4. Mm-hmm. And then you got...
Danny Bonaducci,
Danny Bonaducci was a drunk at an early age. You had...
who else?
Barbara Hershey. You had...
Butterfly McQueen.
Butterfly McQueen was on that list. Harrison Ford was a drunk baby.
Yes.
Really?
Yep. Omarosa was drunk as an infant. She was actually a crack baby.
It's not a bad start in life, actually.
Picked herself up by her crack straps.
Crack straps. I only let you know this because if you're in Statesboro and you're getting low on the marijuana, you might stay low. Because 2 guys from Statesboro were busted in Henry County with $71,000 worth of marijuana.
How much is that? How many? That's like
it's in here. It's in the
couple
story.
Pounds. 2 pounds. It's not a lot.
2 trash bags in the trunk, according to the AJC. One of the trash bags contained 11 1-pound Ziploc bags of marijuana.
11 pounds.
The other contained 5 pounds of loose marijuana.
Wait, then I saw this story, this headline.
Loose marijuana.
I saw this headline that confuses me. I don't know if you have this already, but the woman who tried to get 508 pounds of pot on a plane.
Yeah, she was. This was in Ohio.
How does that happen? 500. The alarm bells ring when my wife's suitcase is more than 60 pounds.
Yeah, if you've traveled with that much, a dog's not going to sniff you out. I'm going to sniff you out.
Are they saying 508 pounds like in British pounds or American LBs?
It's Columbus, Ohio. She was traveling with a bodyguard. It was a private jet. arrested at an Ohio airport with 506 pounds of marijuana stashed in 13 suitcases. So it was a private jet. She's putting 13. But you still have to put your...
That's got to be Ron White because he looks like a lesbian.
Either that or my darling bride.
Yeah. Is she on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour now? As the potted one?
I know where you're going with that. I don't think they inspect private luggage. If you have a private jet and you're going out to like Hangar 1 and to fly out, man, you just get right on with your stuff.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. That's the joy of it. It's a private plane,
right?
You know?
And
if you want to blow yourself up, go ahead.
That's your business.
Chartered plane. When it landed, look, if you got that much marijuana, the bodyguards helped baggage workers unload the luggage, and so it was noticed. I would have said, we don't need any help.
Right.
Yeah. That's all right. We'll take care of it.
508 pounds. How many cases is that?
13. 13 suitcases.
Yeah.
First of all, 13 suitcases. Unless you're a producer,
that's not going to raise any suspicions. This woman has what? 13 pieces of Ricardo of Beverly Hills luggage.
If you're not Howie Mandel, you're suspicious with 13 suitcases getting off it.
Wow. And she would have done it too if it weren't for those meddling children.
Skycap can't resist 13 bags.
I would have tipped him
That's a
one.
good tip.
That's
you got to know going in.
Ma'am, I'm helping you.
Let me tell you, those Skycaps will take it in a heartbeat. They know the connections either turn into cash or a good time. They'll turn it into cash or poontang. Those Skycaps know what to do.
All right, we have to take a
That's
break.
why I never tip them anymore.
Oh, you got to tip them.
No, I bypass them. No, I bypass them.
Okay.
Why?
Well, you don't have them help you and then not tip.
Well, who created the $1 a bag rule?
It's standard.
It's standard. I don't mind it if they didn't charge for the bags. They charge for the bags. Fine. Take it up with your Skycaps. They're going to suffer. I'm not going to give them any more money than I have to. I'll take it inside to the lady, the do-it-yourself lady who's surly.
Yeah, if you're over 50 pounds, she'll be like, that's another $90.
Yeah, that's me. You know what? Just take it as a toothbrush.
Last time I went to the airport, I checked my stuff in on the curb. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was the slowest human being in the history of the world.
Really?
But I mean, slower than slow.
And it was found at the airport.
Yeah, I mean, this was a snail's crawl. It was just unbelievable. It took 4 minutes to put that tape with the destination around the suitcase. It's like you're in a job where people are in kind of. I know it's my job to get here an hour and a half early and all that.
She's humming the Sanford and Son theme. It's horrible.
All right, we have to take a break.
I'll get your bag, honey.
Nice as could be. Isn't that the worst one where they're slow but they're nice, so you can't yell?
Yeah.
Just nice as hell.
Right.
Where are you traveling? And then they've been there.
Hey, sugar.
No, what you gotta eat at Fatty's. We gotta take a break. When we get back, you'll be happy to know that the BP chairman has come out and announced that he cares about the small people. Larry David's ex-wife is still denying the fact that she had an affair with Al Gore or is still having an affair. And
we're not boning.
Even though there's zero scientific evidence behind this, San Francisco approves cell phone radiation law. Those stories and others when we continue.
He's got an iPad, and you don't. It's Eric Von Hessler with the News Jog.
So crazy.
U.S. has announced unilateral sanctions against Iran.
What does that mean?
That means we're going it alone.
What are we doing alone? Writing the mean letters alone?
We are writing the mean letters.
Good.
Any foreign companies that do business with the firms and individuals that are in this order will be subject to U.S. penalties.
Oh, my God.
Officials hope that in this way they can isolate Iran from the international financial sector.
In other words, let them have a nuke, but we'll just surround them so they'll be... We'll keep an eye on them.
Well, I mean, I think that a lot of this, they got to have money.
Yeah, but if they
don't have the money to get other things done, they can't divert it into the
Russia and China will keep them, please.
Oh, of course.
North Korea,
of course.
They're all.
Everybody's going to have nukes eventually, right?
Well, yeah, might as well.
You go 100, 150 years from now. I mean, are we really going to be going this country, that country?
Mm-hmm. This baby is going to wind up to be drinking anyway. Might as well start them.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Sippy cup of wine.
It's hard to say there are certain countries that can have. I mean, I'm just telling you, 200 years from now, everybody's going to have them.
I don't know,
but I won't be here, so I don't care.
You can never collect. That's the easiest bet to make.
I won't be worried. I won't be worried about dying from them because I'll already be dead.
You never take the tough bets. Like I think the world will blow up tomorrow. I'm telling you right here. I'm guaranteeing it.
But Iran's just going to have one or two nukes, right?
Well,
I mean, we've got hundreds, so it gives us an excuse to nuke them.
Everybody's focused on
We're
Iran.
gonna
Pakistan
nuke us.
already has them.
Pakistan, it's another. We'll get them once this coward is out of the. Once our Fagala president is done.
Don't talk about the
Mark, if you got a countdown, I'd love to hear it.
I don't know what the countdown is. I say impeach him. He's stealing from BP pensioners. I mean, it's just unconscionable.
You'll be happy to know we're under the 1,000-day mark.
Yes.
948 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes.
948.
A $20 billion escrow account, this is what Larry is referring to, will be established by BP to cover damage claims from the big oil spill. That's what I'm calling it, big oil spill. The agreement came during a White House meeting between President Obama and BP executives. Now, when that meeting was over, the CEO...
Is that even legal?
Well, yeah. I mean, Truman's done things like that.
No. Think about it. Is that legal? That the government can just say, without the courts, without any... I mean, this is what lawyers are for. This is what courts are for, to determine, first of all, if there's any liability.
That's right.
And B, what that liability is. I don't think this is legal whatsoever.
No, you send me a bill if I'm BP.
But see,
You
it's a
bill me.
good for BP though. What they're looking at it as, okay, we're on the hook for $20 billion over 4 years, $5 billion per year to put in this escrow account. But what they want is when people start suing them outside of that account, they can go into a courtroom and say, Your Honor, we've given to this.
I don't know if that's. I don't know. Maybe, but the rules don't
I'll tell you what
apply.
their thinking is. I don't know if their thinking is going to be right, but that's
I
their
think,
thinking.
Yeah, if that's what they're thinking, they're fooling themselves. These are thugs, man. This is extortion.
Well, not unless he takes it and buys cigarettes with it. I mean, unless he takes the money and does something else with it.
Watch that oldest daughter. She
Listen,
gets a new car. I'm calling him
Eric,
out.
I got news for you. I don't care if you're an oil-covered pelican. Unless you're in a union, you're not going to see a dime of that money. And that's the fact, so...
The same guy that oversaw the money that was paid out to the 9/11 victims that were living, or the families, will be overseeing this escrow account.
And they're so well off.
BP just wants to be able to say, we put $20 billion in to pay everybody.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works out for them or anyone else. But what we do know now, the CEO...
But I mean, how many hostages have to be taken in various industries before we say enough? This is just another
but
taking of the money. No, it's not legal what he's doing. I know the justification is, and I've heard this on like Juan Williams of Fox News, who's just a stupid liberal. He's a moron. He's defending all this. I mean, why just say, listen, it's not going well. Lots of people to blame. It's just not going well.
Yes.
So he's trying to defend Obama's speech as having, yes, it was bold and leader-like.
Well, he'd be almost alone on that.
And he said his argument was, and then they had the British guy who said, Stuart Varney, who I love. I love his voice. And
I love Stuart Varney.
And he was like calling Juan Williams, are you mad? You must be mad. Because what he was saying was that it's justified because, we can't trust BP to pay the claims. And my question was, and nobody asked him this, well, what makes you think you can trust the government to pay those claims? We went through this with the healthcare debate.
No way.
The insurance companies deny claims. Yes, but government denies them more.
Right.
And now, when they're a monopoly, you're screwed. With an insurance company, you may get denied, but there's always a private market. Somebody will take you on for a higher cost.
And I think most people see this. You've heard the cart before the horse. This is the barrel before the spill.
No, I agree.
Because we don't even know who's at fault. We say BP's names on the side. Once you find out who's at fault, then nail them. Right now,
then
just
BP
fix
can
it.
sue them if it wasn't.
And BP also announced this asshat, this liberal socialist robber baron from BP.
BP chairman Karl Heinrich Svanberg?
Yeah, the socialist Swede.
He cares about the small people. Hold
He
on a second.
does.
Hold on.
The socialist douchebag, yes.
He is frustrated because
Stop for 1 second. Please stop. He's talking about the president after meeting him.
he is frustrated because he cares about the small people, and we care about the small people. I hear comments sometimes that large oil companies are greedy companies or don't care. But that is not the case.
Who do you care
BP.
about?
We care about the small people.
So if you're a midget, you're getting money.
Yeah, they're going to kick him in the ankles if they don't get money.
We care about the small people.
Itty bitty people.
Is that an SNL sketch? Was he ordered up from Central Casting?
Well, let me tell you something. I don't like. I think listen. Why are people so surprised when a socialist douchebag says things like this? Let's be honest. We are small people.
Yeah.
And everybody loves it when Barack Obama campaigns on the trail, or when some asshat American politician campaigns, like, I'm for the little guy. Small, little, it's the same thing. So this guy listen, there's a lot of stories about oil in the news any given day. A lot of choices.
Yes.
Like the fact that Barack Obama is stealing from another industry to give to his union buddies. That's an interesting story. I mean, if you go through my right-wing websites...
I can tell you're all over it.
There's any number of stories.
The Waxosphere?
Yeah, in the Waxosphere.
She's shaking his iPhone.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the stories. But there's any number of stories the media could choose from. That's the fact that BP also announced they would not be giving a dividend to their shareholders.
Well, that's how they're getting this $20 billion, or part of it. Right.
Exactly. So these people who work for the company should suffer and give to the government. I mean, it's just theft, pure and simple. There's a lot of stories to pick from, but the media picks his thing about the small people. Really, he's not an English native speaker.
Let's be honest.
Right, and he hasn't said anything that's dishonest, except that he cares. The small people is true. The cares part is not true. He doesn't care about the small people because he's the same socialist douchebag as the president, who doesn't care about the small people either. He thinks they're small people because, of course, it's an egomaniacal problem. He thinks he's bigger than you.
Oh, I don't trust anyone who claims to look out for the little people. Because they see little people.
They don't.
Yeah.
First of all, you're seeing little people. So there you go. I don't trust you.
I'm outside the castle.
As I pointed out in my famous speech to the Libertarian Party over a year ago.
What did you say?
I said something to the effect of, it was a long time ago, exactly what I just said. Never trust someone who claims to be looking out for the little people because they see little people.
Right. You nailed it. There's Eric Von Hessler for senator.
We want more!
And let me tell you something. We are small people. I'm a medium person. Steve's a medium person.
Yeah.
We have some local power, but really, it's not that great.
No, but we got a little something.
I can get into a Braves game for free. Big deal.
Yeah, but
I get free drinking taps.
There are still used car dealers around here who get more privileges than we do.
In the grand scheme, we're all small people.
Yes.
Okay, I have really no pull. I pretend I do, but I don't. And but do they care about the small people? Probably not. But it's not their job to care about the small people, folks. The BP's chairman's job is to produce energy and make money for their shareholders, many of whom are small people. So in essence, when they do that, they are caring about the small people. But when they give $20 billion of their money to the government for just because they say so, that's extortion, and that's wrong, and that doesn't care about the small people. So he's a liar, but he's right. That's what I'm saying.
But isn't it horrible that you look at your president, somebody you should trust, and you know?
Yeah.
And the second I heard about this amount of money, I went, oh, man, he's going to be stealing from that fund. And you just knew it.
Right.
Well,
that's horrible.
The president can't just walk into the safe.
He's going to be able to
Well, he's virtually
all his
doing
blog, everything that he's hearing.
Let's see how it's been. I think it's cart before the horse.
Yeah.
And I think you should have to sue and go through the process if you want money. But, you know.
On the courts.
They want to cover their
and
ass.
I thought BP has all these ads I see on television. Some black dude in Louisiana said, I live here and I want to make sure I work for BP, but I want to make sure it's right. And here's the number for the claims. I almost called. You know, I had a bad smoothie at the gas station.
Yeah. I think the person who made it, right,
I might as well
was
get
worried
in.
about a protest that was happening that wouldn't be there without the oil spill.
My donut was stale.
Yeah.
I'm pissed at the OAM.
I'm going to see how far they're taking the claims. I've been hurt, but yes, I have been damaged by BP. They ruined my breakfast on June 14th.
You know, speaking of the big people and the small people, I've said this before, and I get hooted around it. I find that Warren Buffett is one of the dumbest people alive.
Warren Buffett?
Yeah.
He's a billionaire.
He's
How
a
can he be
billionaire.
dumb?
He obviously knows something about numbers.
How much
and
have you
Wall
invested?
Street. I've not invested much. Oh, he's much better at investing than I am.
Yeah, but that...
Now, if he came in here and he gave me pure investment advice...
You're calling him stupid, though.
Outside of the world of investments. Even when you get into taxation. I'm saying if he gave me... If Warren Buffett gave me a tip on a stock...
Outside of inventing the moon rocket.
No, but he talks about everything else.
Outside of making money.
You disagree with some of his points of view.
Because he's stupid.
Well, I mean...
I've never heard him say anything...
What did he say this time?
Well, now, he and Bill Gates, who are homosexual lovers...
Right. That's true, by the way.
This is the story. The wealthy are being asked to give away half of their riches to charity. The request comes from Warren Buffett and Bill Gates.
By the way, that comes from me, too. Yeah. If put your money where your friggin' mouth is, Bill Gates. and Warren Buffett. If you advocate higher taxes for me, how about for thee? And if the rich should pay their fair share, then give it over. I don't know what your fortune is. Probably close to $1 trillion. Take $500 billion and solve our debt problem. How about chip in a little bit? You caused it, but with your crony capitalism, why don't you do it?
We're buying mosquito nets for malaria victims.
I don't think it'll work, and I think it's a dumb idea. But if it's good enough for us, why isn't it good enough for
Well, they do.
him?
I mean, these guys don't. This is why I don't trust rich people who are in favor of higher taxes. You know what that means? It means they're so rich that no matter how high the taxes are, they can pay them and not feel the dent.
Right.
But the rest of us fall in some other category where we're just starting to make it.
Right, we're the rabble,
and we get
screwed. They want to be segregated from us. I get that. If I were rich, I'd want the same thing. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going into heaven unless it's segregated by race and sex and
Jesus
looks.
Christ said on the Sermon on the Mount, Larry Wax, Jesus Christ said these words.
Right.
A camel is more likely to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man through the gates of heaven.
Yeah, that was effed up. I don't agree with that. But
I tell you, he was a Marxist. But I don't want to get into that.
Other than that, he was good.
Lori David used to be married to Larry David. That's why the last name.
She's banging Al Gore, right?
Oh, she says that is absolutely crazy. They've got everybody manning the phones. Lori David is calling press and saying this is ridiculous. Al Gore is saying it's ridiculous. Tipper Gore is saying it's ridiculous, but people are sticking with it. Star Magazine.
By the way, there's the tell right there in the story. Did you catch it, Steve?
The star or the sticking with it?
The tell in the story that shows it is absolutely true that Larry David is banging with Al Gore.
Well,
is that who?
Lori
David, yeah. Right. What did I say? Larry David? Could be too. I think
you
Al
never
Gore
know.
Has
chummy.
He's a little closety. But the tell is that Tipper Gore is denying it too.
Right.
So she's, they're just trying to preserve. This is how the John Edwards ball got rolling.
Thank you.
And National Enquirer's on the story as well.
And they're always right.
It. Right.
They're always right.
Well, I don't know about always. That thing about the Martians coming, that was not correct.
Well,
but sometimes they're right.
Somebody built those pyramids.
The truth will come out. I have a feeling in a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. This is
awesome.
It's like the people are behaving like it was written for Curb.
Yeah.
Larry's ex Cheryl is banging the vice president. You could see that in a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
And Larry hasn't said a word, right? He's the only one out of the four that hasn't come out with a statement.
because he left her because supposedly she was banging the pool guy or something. That's what
and plus,
that was.
And the bottom line
maybe
is
the pool guy was Al Gore.
He won't admit it because, environmentalism is very much in vogue in Hollywood. The real reason he left her, let's be honest.
He got tired of all that.
He got tired of hearing about the Prius.
Right. Yeah.
And how great it was.
Yeah.
Because they drive Priuses out there. Like every wheel turn is saving another glacier. They're just so full of themselves.
I couldn't handle it.
You can't handle that.
No way.
Yeah, they're helping the planet.
Honey, I'd like to watch the ball game.
Yeah, no chicks.
It's using energy.
I love it when you go out there. I love the guy who's producing Saw 7. Who's driving a Prius and he's saving the world.
Right. Meanwhile,
feels so great about himself.
The environmentalist / splatter filmmaker. I feel really good. We're in good hands, folks.
All right, we have to take a break. When we get back, first we're going to do Google.
How can she marry him? How can she be banging him? He's fat and bald. He's got bad teeth.
We come back.
He's got more money. So what? Women are whores.
We're going to do Google Proof Trivia. And then after that, we'll come back with a little more news. And some of that is I'm going to let you know that apparently the search for female Viagra is not going well. Those stories and others after Google Proof Trivia.
888-9-REGULAR if you want to play. I know you do. $20,000 worth of prizes up for grabs, courtesy of BrandSmart USA, Solomon Brothers Fine Jewelers, and the Braves. 888-9-REGULAR, 973-4852. Caller 10. I hope you've been studying. There's, of course, a Facebook page for Google Proof Trivia fans where you can exchange your thoughts on each question. We'll see if that has borne any fruit next.
Okay.
Gathered from the far reaches of his ability to read. It's the News Jog with Eric Von Hessler.
Oh, yeah, this just in. Breaking news.
Well, I can't hear you. These vuvuzelas.
Vuvuzela.
Yeah.
Breaking news. A goal was scored in the World Cup.
What?
I say.
What?
Yes.
Whole goal.
Am I trying to be a shock jock here? No, I think not. Sit down. Hold on tight as I report to you that an actual goal was made in the World Cup yesterday.
Years.
And it was a shocker, and I think Southside Steve understands this more than any of us do because he understands this ridiculous game. But the Swiss beat Spain.
That was huge.
Why is that huge?
Because Spain is they've won a few of these.
They won the World Cup last time.
Aren't the Swiss? They're in Europe. They love soccer.
Spain's also known for their ball control. They can hold on to the ball forever. And they got Ramos and Villa, and it should have been their game. It's
so what happened?
This is a huge upset.
Wow.
Other than Spain just being absolutely depressed and
the Swiss have never beaten anybody in anything.
They've never beaten Spain ever.
And they beat them.
And I watched the goal. The goal was brilliant. And I got to tell you, as far as ball time, I would say Spain held onto the ball for 3/4 the game. But when Swiss had it, they did the right thing.
Well, you admit that
why did
even
the Swiss
for
go
soccer,
tackle them?
Well, there was a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Even for a soccer fan, I'm talking to people who love soccer, have said this has been a pretty boring World Cup because low scoring is typical in soccer, but there haven't even been a whole lot of shots on goal. It's just guys running around.
A lot of movement.
Imagine that, a boring soccer tournament.
But I mean, if there's shots on goal, at least it's defensive and something's happening. But
that rarely happens.
The good thing about this game is when the Swiss came in, they came in hard, and like the goal, the guy got flipped up in the air, and then the ball got loose. Another guy runs in, the keeper's right there, and so that was a lot of action. It was pretty intense to watch live.
Especially if, the past 10 days.
Yeah.
Well, Germany, whoa! That guy jumped. Yeah. Oh my God! Did you see that?
Where are my vuvuzelas?
But that's a huge upset, man. Huge upset.
When do we play? We play tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
U.S. plays
Algeria.
Which this should be a win.
They're going down.
Going down, Algeria.
And they say
is that Al Jazeera, or are they two separate entities?
Algeria is
something totally different.
Well, I'm rooting for the U.S.
It used to be a French province.
But the U.S. has got a good team, but they have to. The U.S. has to win. Has to, because we tied England. We have to win to get out of our bracket for sure. So it's big.
I'll be watching that one with the sound down, so I don't hear the vuvuzelas.
I'm just going to wait for the next day's news, John. Find out. Too much.
You'll hear it right here.
Too many projects.
You have to wait a couple days because it's Friday, so.
When's the game?
You'll find out on Monday.
Yes, that's when I'm going to find out.
Right. Pink pill designed to boost sex drive in women. They've been trying like hell to find a female Viagra.
And why? What's the money is the female Viagra?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, women just don't like to screw unless there's money involved. That's a known fact. So why give them a pill?
Well, they've been trying to put this thing called Phil Banser in. Everything else has failed.
Phil Banser, I know him. I went to college.
Phil Banser. Call him Phil.
Hi, Phil Banser. Hi, how the hell you doing? Sigma Chi.
This is for premenopausal women who report a lack of sexual desire. This is the latest one. The FDA's report basically says, these ladies kept diaries. They had a slightly more sexual satisfying experiences. And so it's not what they were hoping for, the female Viagra.
Right, and who needs it, really?
Well, I think it's silly, but I mean, they must think that they're going to make money off it, so somebody would buy it. Maybe the guys would buy it for the women. I don't know.
I wouldn't. I would just, we might as well just spend money. If you're going to spend money on pills, just spend money on a glass of wine or a roofie. That's the pill. There's female Viagra for you. It's involuntary Viagra.
It's passed out.
But it does cause women to have sex. Okay, they don't want to have sex.
No.
But
make sure you shine a pen light into their pupils to,
Yeah, okay. Reasonable people.
Mirror up against the lips, make sure there's breath.
Right.
That's important.
Dead fish sex. It's always nice.
Well, no.
God. These girls, they have to. I've never even seen a roofie, and to God, I don't even know a guy that uses one, but it happens.
I guarantee you.
I know so many girls. Yeah, which is sad.
All right. Yeah.
Put this in your drink. Now you'll like me.
That says here.
Well, that's only way some guys, money or roofies. So female Viagra, you're trying to attack a supply problem from a demand standpoint.
Pushing a string uphill. I don't know.
Right. That's what a rope.
A rope.
Or a string.
Yeah, I guess.
A noodle. Something pushy.
It says here, preferring to err on the side of caution. I would have edited this story, preferring to err on the side of witchcraft. The San Francisco Board of Supervisors voted 10-1 to require cell phone makers to post notices with details on the level of radiation each model emits. This is the first cell phone radiation law in the country.
Is that even true? I don't even think that's true.
No, it's. I mean, no. They've done studies. People have been worried about it. They've done studies, and also the radiation that could possibly be a danger. And like I said, all the studies have knocked this down and don't see it as a danger. Right. It's not. People assume, oh, it's that signal coming in and it's right by your ear. It's not that. It's just the heat. If you have it by your ear so long and the heat that gets generated radiates into your brain, that would be the fear. But they've done a bunch of studies, and so far they've come up with nothing.
I don't feel any tumors in my right ear. Oh, no, I did have one. Actually, I did have one right there. But that was from sun. I'm kidding, not the cell phone.
That's what they told you.
Maybe it's the sun reflecting off the cell phone. That's why they got a false reading. I don't know. It just seems to me like, okay, let's say, for argument's sake, that cell phones can cause brain cancer, tumors, whatever. What does San Francisco have to do? I mean, what?
They're saying in our
what is
town,
their business?
In our town, you have to warn people.
Well, okay, so they warn people, but
something that isn't a danger.
You warn people because you want to be absolved of the blame. But San Francisco, unless they're producing the phones, why would anybody blame them?
It's not a matter of blame. They care about their people.
That's all it is. They care about their city.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they care about their people.
All right.
So they studied the astrological charts and consulted the voodoo priest.
They care about they care about the small people.
The small people.
Okay.
With their tiny phones.
Good when they say it. But when the guy at BP says it, that's really condescending. How dare he, a big person like him.
Now, you know that I think this will be the last story here, but I'm going to bring it up because it's got a great second story to it. But actor Chris Klein, and it says here, American Pie actor Chris Klein arrested on DUI. So if he's still being identified with American Pie, I guess he hasn't done a whole hell of a lot since.
No, he's the one. He was like the Keanu Reeves lookalike.
Yes,
and he was a very poor actor. I thought he wasn't that fun. He was stiff, and he was quasi handsome.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, he's 31. He got a DUI. He's had a DUI before. And so it's just a normal thing. Washed up actor, he's a DUI. That makes the press now. But I see this.
What's he doing? Like Skinamax movies?
Yeah, he's making a little bit of money.
My Next Door Neighbor's Daughter.
Last big movie I remember, like he was in Election. That was 99. Mm-hmm. That movie when it came out.
He played the jock in that. Yeah.
That's where. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah,
in that.
he was really good in that, and then kind of fell away. But
he did that awful remake of Rollerball with LL Cool J.
That was supposed to be his big breakthrough movie, and it bombed. Poor guy. Well, he's made some money.
He's made some money, and he likes his drink, and that's fine. But this story has more to it. Turns out his dog was in the car when he got the DUI.
Just like Britney Spears.
So that's when the group In Defense of Animals started getting involved.
Oh, come on.
Animal rights group unleashing on Chris Klein over his DUI, according to TMZ.
Damn right. Because you know what? If we let the American Pie actor go, we have to let everybody go.
Wait, was the dog seatbelted in? Because a lot of people have seatbelts for dogs. It could have been.
A lot of people have seatbelts for dogs.
Especially if your dog, it keeps the dog confined. It won't jump all around the car. Yes. Roscoe's on seatbelt.
Now, you have a doggy belt?
Yeah.
Before I criticize or praise, why don't you just put the dog in the back seat?
Because he'll try to come up front. He's walking all around, and you just keep him in a confined areas. For me,
is that required by law?
No, safety is almost secondary for me, just to keep him in one place.
Is this to assuage your guilt of one time throwing a dog out the window on 285?
You make sure this one doesn't just blow away.
Right.
Yeah,
because no one's going to believe that story.
Right. And I'll be honest, my father
set yourself up.
Right, I know.
He blew out the window.
My father had a dog that he loved, and he had a car accident in which the car got knocked sideways, and the dog actually didn't break his neck but messed up a vertebrae and ended up having to put the dog down.
Really?
So when you got a dog you love,
they just put it in one of those neck pillows.
Yeah, it was horrible, man. This poor dog couldn't lift its head. I mean, dude, I even teared up. I mean, this was sad. But people don't realize you get in an accident, even a fender bender, man, that dog gets knocked all around. So all these people have their dogs in their laps. Trust me, when you get hit, you're going to go, ah, and your dog is going to get bounced around like a pinball machine.
How are they going to go?
Dog's going to get bounced around.
How are they going
to They're going to throw up their hands and freak out, and their little chihuahua is going to go flying.
And then go see Dreamgirls in the park.
Right.
Seatbelt your dogs. Seatbelt them in.
You know, the second time I asked him about that, he changed it to a girl.
Yeah.
the person doing that the first time was a dude.
I live in Midtown.
And then the dudes go, what was that? What do the dudes do? I mean, the girl goes,
all the dudes say,
Yeah.
Well, in defensive animals...
That's a douchebag point I nominate, by the way.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's a total douchebag.
This group in defensive animals, this is their quote, by choosing to drive under the influence with his dog in the car, Chris Klein not only put innocent drivers in danger, but broke a promise to be a protector and guardian to his pet.
Oh, go to hell, all of you. Go to hell. You're not better than us because you care about pets. You don't like people. That's sad.
Maybe the dog was drinking, too.
Yeah, exactly. Can a dog enjoy
I'm
himself?
going to tell you right now.
Maybe the dog started it.
He could have.
If we can feed babies liquor now, if that's legal, why can't we feed dogs?
The dog said, you can drive.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen to them.
My dog gets high and can drive.
My dog was the size of a stick of butter when he was born.
He was just the size of a stick of butter. And that's how I actually took a stick of butter and then he ate it. And then, so he was bigger than a stick of butter. He was actually a stick of butter plus all the skin outside. So, because he ate it all in one. And then my dog gets high with me. And then I let him drive sometimes. Like, okay, I don't let him drive. I'm still at the wheel. But I look at my iPhone and Twitter. And then I'd say, put your paws on that wheel and just aim it straight. And
where's that side?
Hey, where's that side, Steve? He understand what I'm talking about. Hey, he won't see my Hooters pictures. I got pictures I took by snapshots. And they're all digital. Switch over to digital. Crystal clear digital camera.
You got photo albums of Hooters girls, man.
I have photo albums filled with the Hooters pageants.
All different events.
I chronicle Hooters pageants.
For like 15 years.
Hey.
Steve. By the way, U.S. is going to face Slovenia in the next round.
Slovenia.
They're going down, Slobo. All right. And the Vuvuzelas triumph.
Go USA.
You can't even chant USA, USA over there. You get drowned out.
Can't be heard.
I'm boycotting.
Mexico can't hear you. I know that. Not over the Vuvuzelas.
Can you hear me, Mexico?
Can you hear me? This land is mine.
Did he say this land is our land?
No. I don't know. I think he said this land is we are welcome.
That's enough Vuvuzelas for right now. If you want more of this nonsense, go to regularguys.com.
Here's a truck. I got to go there, a job. Bye.
Click on the News Jog tab at the top of the page. There, and you'll find links to the stories we did. You'll also find links to the stories we didn't do.
Time for work.
There's plenty more news. There's no more News Jog. We're done.
All right, let me see what's coming up here. Oh, yeah. Just when we need it most.
Party time.
No.
Oh.
It's the opposite of party time.
Finances?
It's time to get some sobriety in this room. And Ted and Kyle from Oxygen Financial are here to tell you how to get rich. And you still can. I have good news. You still can in this day and age. 888-9-REGULAR is the number. 973-4852. If you have a financial question or a problem or a sticky dilemma, they will answer for you. 888-9-REGULAR, 9-REGULAR, 973-4852. We'll be right back.
And now the news you need to know. It's Senator Von Hessler with the News Jog.
They are known for dikes.
It covers America, covers the whole wide world. It does it quicker. It's the news sprint. I have a Vuvuzela update.
Oh, good.
Just a couple nights ago, but I'm just seeing it now. New York Yankees fan tooted their Vuvuzela one too many times at a Phillies game, got kicked out.
You see?
Yeah.
This is why it'll never happen in an SEC game. Americans won't tolerate this nonsense. They still don't embrace soccer, you notice.
Yeah. And well, this guy was going to go to the World Cup in South Africa, and so he purchased the Vuvuzela, and then his plans fell through. He didn't go to the World Cup, so he decided he snuck it in his pants, and then he would pull it out and blow it a couple times. And they said, look, either we're going to take
Isn't that the way you're supposed to do it, honestly, though? I mean...
in your pants?
Yeah, take it out and blow it. I tried it.
He was given an ultimatum. Give us the Vuvuzela.
Right.
Or leave. And he chose to leave. He was not parting with his Vuvuzela.
Souvenir.
Good.
So the word has already started. We were talking about the SEC, the NFL. The word is getting out all over the place. Any place in the West is saying, no Vuvuzela. The Vuvuzela is not welcome. Wimbledon now is let out the word this year. Don't be bringing in the Vuvuzelas.
Well, they never I mean, that's kind of... That's fish in a barrel, because it's not like they're making a big stand against something. Right. I know they're trying to capitalize, make it look like, oh, we're really cracking down. But it's tennis. There's no talking even.
Well, they're going to allow it, I heard, at the Masters, though, which ought to be entertaining.
Of course. That'll be nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tiger might just get upset.
The CEO of BP, Tony Hayward, is expected to be grilled by lawmakers during a House hearing today, so you can turn that on and watch him.
Yeah, well, that rape has already taken place.
Yeah. The BP already agreed to put in $20 billion in an escrow fund. BP chairman, I see the CEO is this guy, Hayward. The chairman is Carl Andrix Svanberg, and he wants you to know that he cares about the small people.
He is frustrated because he cares about the small people, and we care about the small people. I hear comments sometimes that large oil companies are greedy companies or don't care.
What do you care about?
But that is not the case in BP. We care about the small people.
Why is the media badgering this guy when he's the victim here?
Totally.
When he made that statement, first of all, he didn't speak English that well. It's like that. Ever see the Bob Newhart episode where he's like this French patient or something? And instead of saying, "Oh, it's not a big deal," he goes, "Large deal." And it's funny because it's the humor of
translation.
Yeah. So that's all he's saying. It's like, hey, the little people, the little guy. But the media's badgering this guy. You got to understand when he said this, he just came out of a 20-minute raping to the tune of $20 billion. That's $1 billion a minute for you people in Fayetteville.
Don't say Obama doesn't get the job done.
Yeah.
$20 billion in 20 minutes.
He's a good crook. But, a $20 billion reaming at the hands of the Fegelich president. And, by the way, that's Yiddish for...
Mr. President. You know what it means.
Yeah. For those of you in Gwinexico. But, lay off that guy. There's a lot of villains, a lot of oil stories to tell. And we don't even know the long and short of it yet. And
all I know is he is ruining our beaches.
He's single-handed. Right. He's the guy. He's the one. Had nothing to do with the government was blameless.
Of course, all those guys have been there for 50 years. They had nothing to do with this or the economic collapse.
Right.
It was all the private sector.
All the regulators that were fast asleep. The most regulated industry on the face of the earth other than electricity or banking. And, there's no regulation. They were just there. They just decided that's where we're going to drill. In the deepest, most difficult part of the world.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
Well,
why drill in Alaska where it's easy? Why drill in Santa Barbara where it's easy?
We, the people, won't allow it. Or the government.
We're going to kill people with oil and then sell the oil back to them. That's what's going to happen. The little people.
The small.
We care about the small people, so we've decided to take their dividend away from them and give the government.
Yes.
So they can pay the union schmucks who clam for a living and shrimp.
Free food at the Dwarf House.
Free food this week at the Dwarf. Carl Skirkenbergen says the little people will buy a free chicken sandwich at the Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken.
The Burgermeister Burger.
The little small people.
I'm running out of time, but I do want to let you know that Bret Michaels is going to take a detour from he's on tour with Lynyrd Skynyrd.
There's only one guy left.
I thought Kid Rock had that sewn up.
Well, Bret Michaels is out there with Lynyrd Skynyrd right now. But he will be joining Miley Cyrus on Good Morning America tomorrow, their summer stage.
That's what I want to see. Bret Michaels and Miley Cyrus in tandem. Not since Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey have had such a case of the willies.
What song are they going to sing? Every rose has its thorn.
Is she going to show her cooter?
That she said. Perez Hilton is now saying that wasn't real. He's doing everything he can.
Perez Hilton is in trouble because you're not allowed.
It wasn't real. It was the fake. It was I was ahead. Blah, blah, blah. But meanwhile, she said he's just stupid.
I don't agree with this law, but it is the law. You can't even pretend it's a 17-year-old's private parts. You can't.
Right.
You can't show even it's a Photoshop.
And he would have known that.
You're saying that you can't take a kid's head,
right,
and put a 19-year-old.
You can't impute a nude cooter on a 17-year-old girl's head. So that sounds weird, but
no, that was proven in Plessy versus Ferguson. No, it wasn't Plessy.
That was
it
was.
No,
Plessy.
I can't say it. All right.
It was different. Essie.
It's P-word versus Ferguson.
Ussy versus Tussie. Tushy versus Ferguson.
Oh, I'm brilliant. I'm out of time.
Yeah.
But if you want more of this nonsense, go to regularguys.com. Click on the News Jog tab. You'll get links to stories we did. You'll get links to stories we didn't do. Plenty more news. No more newsprint. We done.
All right, we'll take a pause here, and when we return, it will be the final caller of the show ceremonies at 8889-REGULAR, 9REGULAR. Final caller, rather, of the show gets War of the Worlds on Blu-ray and tickets to the Rock 100.5 premiere of Grown Up starring Adam Sandler. Let me remind you all, of course, also, we came up with the concept earlier. This is your chance to call in if you've had a chance to think about it. Name a product on the free market, a retail product that Southside Steve cannot possibly make sexual innuendos about in a speech, in a ad.
Yeah, not a PSA. This has to be a product that you sell.
Right. Roll the montage real quick once again.
How about an 18-inch strand for just $69? I love 69. HealthyTrim.com. Everybody loves trim.
Steve, you know about Black and Blue.
Yes, I do. I'm the king of blue humor. I love blue humor. And I got to tell you, I got some black in me, too. In all the right places. Yeah, come on. I'm a doer. My whole life I've been a doer. I get it done because I like to do it. Look, I'm the first person to tell you, doing feels good. This is Southside Steve, and I approve of this message. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on. So there it is. There's the challenge. He's 4 for 4 in all his endorsements thus far. I challenge you to find a product he cannot sexualize. And anything else you have on your mind is welcome as well. 8889-REGULAR, 973-4852. And the douchebag of the show will be announced next.
Fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
All right, welcome back to the Regular Guys Show. We're ready to go at 8889-REGULAR, 9REGULAR, 973-4852. With Ted Jenkin, Kyle Lewis, the young scamps from Oxygen Financial.
That's what I'm talking about.
How to get rich. And these boys came in, Eric. They're fired up, man.
They are. They're full of...
They got big frappuccinos in their hands, and they've got their blackberries, and they're on it, baby.
What's in that cup? Vim and vinegar? Because that's what they've got. They came in all full of Vim and vinegar. Whatever.
Vim and vinegar.
I don't know what Vim is.
I'll have the half-calf Vim with a shot of vinegar. Petitong, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
What is firing you up so much?
Me.
Well, what is this deal? BP had to cut their dividend.
Right.
This has got you fired up. Now, the people should explain. The president has got, they're going to have a $20 billion escrow, and they're also going to cut their dividend to their shareholders.
Which I say is illegal.
Apparently, by the way, I agree. I think it's interesting to see how this is all going to come out. It's a pure political play by BP's part.
Right.
Eric, to your point, to just position themselves so maybe they're not going to get hammered in the end. But I can't even believe we're letting them do it. You know,
right?
Who's to say it's not worth $100 billion they should pay?
Exactly. Well, it's gonna be wind up being far north of $20 billion.
Well, apparently they're confused about what cut and eliminate mean. They're two different things.
Yeah.
Eliminate means you get no dividend. If somebody had $100,000 invested in BP, they were getting around $9,000 a year of income. Income they relied on to pay their bills, and now that will be gone.
And why is that? Why is it going to be gone? Why?
Because they're not going to get the dividend.
Because the government said so.
Because the government said so.
No, the government didn't say so. The government strongly suggested so.
Well,
and BP caved.
How does this work? When the
well, you just saw how it works. How it works in the market today,
apparently,
is that if the media and then the government wants to get involved, and we feel that we want to crucify a company, even though all of the facts are not out yet,
right?
We will. So and so consequently, millions of investors out there will now have no income. Thank you. If you go put it in the bank, you don't have 9,000 of income, you have 900.
But that's nothing.
Those are the small people.
But actually, hold on. That's coming. Right. You know, there's more of that coming because they're raising dividend rates next year. We know they're going to go up 164%. So
who's they? What? Who's they? BP?
No.
The government.
The government.
Okay. On everything.
On
everything.
You're
going to raise taxes.
Taxes.
Right.
So dividends go from right now, they're taxed at capital gain rates, which means the most you could get taxed on a dividend is 15%.
Now it's going up to 40.
Now it'll go up to 40. Yeah, just shy of 40. Now it's going to go up to just shy of 40. And so guess what's going to happen?
What?
All these companies that suddenly made dividends happen a couple of years ago when they changed the tax law are now going to make them go away.
Right. And also, on the BP thing, let's not forget the cutting off the nose despite the face element of this. If suddenly there are no dividends, and being a shareholder in BP isn't as good looking any longer, guess what? Less people are become shareholders, more people sell, and the company has less money in their coffers to actually pay off all of these things.
Wow. Wow. What a scam. All because Obama says so.
Hey, man, but I want you to give away half of what you got. That got me more fired up.
Oh, you're talking about
what was that deal about Warren Buffett? He is stupid.
I don't know. You know what?
Thank you, because I went on the record. I'm the only man in America who will say it. Warren Buffett is a moron.
There it is. Eric has staked his claim. Why? Well, you agree?
Well, I do like
Well,
that.
first of all, he's kind of turned into Mr. Magoo. I mean, that's how he looks over time.
Wow.
Well, now what did he say was
But
stupid?
think about what he's saying.
Hold on. I want you to give away 100% of something so you can save less than, well, let's just say you're in the highest tax bracket today, so you're in 40%. I want you to give away 100% of something you have to save yourself 40% of something.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's dumb.
Right. Is that
That's
what he's
just
suggesting?
dumb. Yeah. That's what, every time you give principal, I've changed my mind on giving away to charity.
Well, now,
So
what was
for all the charities listening, I'm sorry if I'm pissing you off, but I don't care.
I don't understand.
Why did you give away your principal?
What is he saying? I don't understand.
Backward.
No, Eric has talked about the point which was right, which is that, these guys may be rich enough and they could say you could give away half your money, but most families that are smart should want to pass their money on to their family.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to need to do now, and he's just saying give half your money away, period.
Strangers.
Give half away.
You're screwing over the rich kids, because if you're a rich kid, you're counting on your dad making sure he's going to stay rich.
Right.
I mean, you're like, whoa, dad's poor now. What the hell?
Shouldn't you help your family before you help some other schmuck? I hate to be callous about it. But.
Yeah, but I'm not saying don't give to charity. I'm saying don't give away your principal. If you want to give to charity, give your interest away.
Right.
But don't give away what's making the
He's
interest.
saying give away the principal? Yeah. Kids. I hate these guys who make a ton of money and they're going to spite their kids. And it's like, come on, give them something. They're your kids.
I think he might be mad because his investment philosophy does not work anymore. That could be it. It doesn't work anymore. We told you that it's not Warren Buffett, it's Jimmy Buffett for the next 10 years.
That's right. You did say that.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere, and that's the opportunity to invest, and that's the Jimmy Buffett philosophy. And Warren's only mad because Jimmy's now better.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow.
You're right. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. You really, you explained to me in something I can
also
understand.
just enough of these two guys, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, they feel horrible because they're so rich, and they want to do something. Do whatever you want to do, but don't guilt me out. I'm busting my hump here.
And so crocodile tears because they're just trying to gain favor with the government.
I'm busting my hump because I want to make a few bucks.
Well, remember, our current administration says you can be too rich.
Exactly.
There's a limit.
Nobody asked a follow-up question of the president. Exactly when does that kick in? When is it too much?
Right.
What dollar amount?
I mean, didn't you make $5 million last year?
Said President Vuvuzela. $200,000.
That seems to be the demarcation.
Right. That's it.
$250 for families.
Let's take some calls. 888-9-REGULAR 973-4852. For Ted and Kyle from Oxygen Financial, we have the original Debbie from Dallas.
Wow.
Petite Tong.
Petite Tong, gentlemen.
What
How
are you doing?
Petite Tong, Debbie. What seems to be your financial question?
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call, first of all. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Wouldn't think anything else.
I just had a quick question, real quick. I used to, work for another company. And at that company, I had a 401k. And then when I resigned from that company, I joined another company. And they said you'd have to be working here a year before I can transfer my 401k. And I'm getting ready to do that. And I didn't know if it was better to go ahead and transfer all that money to this new company or maybe get a Roth IRA. What should I do?
No, great question. Tons of people have that dilemma. I would recommend that you roll that money into an IRA that you can control, and then you will have the ability to move that to a Roth if you choose.
That's what everybody's doing now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the last thing you want to do is go into another 401k because, frankly, you're going to probably have limited choice.
I want to get out of this one before they steal it all. I mean, they're trying to do that. What's the progress on that, Ted and Kyle?
I said a couple weeks ago, I don't think they're going to tap into your 401k.
I know you said that, but
not if they want to get elected again. If they have any chance, I mean, there's just too many people.
I know, but here's
why I asked. Too many other places they can take money from.
Hold on a second.
I have another question.
No, hold on.
You pipe down over there.
Thank you. Here's why I ask, okay? Because I saw also that they're going to Oh, I forgot what I was going to say, Kyle.
Oh, my
Jesus
gosh.
Christ.
What are you, Betty White? She can remember her lines? She's 48 years old.
No, I had a brain fart. I was trying to... Okay. All right. I'll think of it. I'll remember.
It'll come back.
The reason I asked... one of the reasons I asked is because I've been reading about it. I mean, it's being planned. And then I saw yesterday that with this cap and trade thing, which is not going to pass before November, no matter how hard the president tries, what they're going to do, the strategy is now wait till the elections are over, and then whatever lame duck Congress with nothing to lose is in there, they're going to cram it through. And that's going to...
I think what you're more likely to see first from a tax perspective, and this has not been talked about a lot in the health care bill, is that deductions will go away. So if the maximum someone could put in was $16,500, they may lower that number to 10. Or to 8, and you wouldn't necessarily see it as a tax increase, but it really is because you can't get more of a deduction in your tax return.
Yeah,
I think you'd see that first before them tapping into it.
But I will fuel your fire. There is some history with this, by the way. Okay. And so in the mid '90s, and I don't remember, and Ted, you may recall, there used to be a success or excise tax on your 401k if you had too much money in it.
Yeah. That's right.
And so it was almost a success tax. And so could something like that come back? Well, we've already done it once.
At one point, there was something called called the excess retirement accumulations tax.
Exactly.
It was there. It was there in the '90s. It was called ERAT. That's what it was called.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
so
it is a possibility it could come back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's some validity to that.
I mean, these people love to punish success. Am I wrong? I mean,
right. But the problem is usually these things don't last very long. There was a luxury tax. They used to call it the yacht tax.
Right.
And the whole idea behind it was if you can afford a yacht, then that's just silly money. You should have to pay this extra thing. And it went into place. And what they found out was rich people don't build yachts.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt. The rich could just go to France and buy it somewhere else.
Right.
And meanwhile, people who built yachts lost their jobs. So they had to repeal it.
And that's that's going to be the future in this country. You know, I read an interesting article the other day talking about Henry. Henry stands for high earner, not rich yet. They're the ones that are going to bear. They're the ones that are going to bear the brunt. Henry's going to get killed in this.
Right.
Unless they talk to me.
Right. That's why I'm talking to Ted Jenkin of Oxygen Financial. Because I am a Henry. I'm an O Henry.
I'm at least a hen. I'm close to the re. If I ain't there, I might be there. Don't even know it.
I've got a henna tattoo.
Damn right.
Yeah. All right. Let's take another call here. This is 8889 regular. David in Atlanta, Petitong.
Hi, how you doing, guys? Petitong.
Doing well. Thank you.
Good morning.
I have a question for these guys. My wife and I are both school teachers, and we're mid-30s, 35, and we haven't really, put a whole lot into a retirement account, and I think that's what we want to do next year. Should we go through what the school offers, which is a company like VALIC or TIAA-CREF, or go somewhere else? Because I'm kind of ignorant on.
Yeah, no, those are both very solid companies. The good news is, first of all, you'll have a pension plan, which, think about it, that's very hard to save an amount of money and be disciplined to save that amount of money to get a pension. But at school, you'll have something called a tax-sheltered annuity. For a lot of schools, it's called a 403B plan, and you can put money away on a pre-tax basis into a company like TIAA-CREF or VALIC. That money will continue to grow tax deferred for retirement. So that's where I'd just get an automatic payroll going out of your paycheck.
And depending on which product, if it is the TIA, make sure you're on probably the CREF side. That's a product.
What's the difference?
There's a fixed annuity side, and then there's kind of there's a variable option. The problem is when you go in on the fixed side, you can't get out of it. It takes forever. It takes 10 years to get out of it. It's not
10 years. Who has
Seriously,
that time?
Right. Well, I mean, you miss out. It's just a ton of missed opportunity, and so I see a ton of people swing and miss on that.
So
I'm investing in mason jars.
Mason jars.
I don't mean the company.
Dude,
actually, all my investments are going into mason jars.
Or your cash. All right. That's good. No, I like that.
You change every week, man. One day it was gold, and it was hay.
No, I'm now putting gold in mason jars and burying
I'm getting
them
a mixed message from you. I'm getting a mixed message from you because on one hand, you're saying they're not going to steal our 401ks, a wonderful investment vehicle.
Yeah.
Yet on the other hand, you are going to invest in mason jars and mattresses. So you're very much mixing me up, Eric Von Hassler, and I resent
enigmatic figure, my friend.
Enigmatic. What does that mean? I don't know.
Mysterious.
Let's go to Matthew in Queens, New York. I guess listening on the internets or pranking us. I don't know. What's going on?
Hi, I'm 19 years old, having a financial problem. But the thing is, I bought a BMW, which is cost $70,000. And the thing is, I used to work at a part-time manager, and then the whole building that burned down, and they would give me $20,000 back, and now I'm on finance, and I have to owe them so much money.
All right, time out. Matthew, you're listening on the internets?
Tell Tim Andrews to quit calling in.
No, he's sick today. I checked though. Matthew?
Yeah.
All right, now you live in Queens, correct?
Yes, Queens.
Queens, New York.
Yeah, but I also live in Toronto too. I used to be a flight attendant, and then everything got burnt down. Now I'm stuck.
You were a flight attendant.
Wait a minute, hold on. You're a flight attendant who paid $70,000 for a vehicle?
Maybe he's got family money.
I don't know. Yeah, how'd you get the money for a BMW when you're 19?
I don't know. You know, like
you don't.
My mom. I don't know. My mom might have got two. My mom might have got two, and then she died, and then the loan came up to me, and now I'm stuck. I don't know. What would you guys do if you're in my shoes?
My sense is you can't afford the car?
Yeah, I can't afford the car anymore because I only have like $26,000, and I still have to pay it off like another $40,000.
Well, you know what? You don't sound like a big man to me. I'd have gone 3 Series on that BMW, not 7 Series. You didn't need it.
No, but it's not. It's his mom's car.
Yeah.
And your mom died. Is that correct?
Yeah, my mom died.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting.
Yeah, maybe the laughter can end now, Steve. I don't. It's
sorry.
He's not a prankster. We've determined.
No, I thought
Steve. I thought that was good.
I thought it was good too. I'm sorry.
Like, do you guys do you want me to sing you guys a song?
What's that?
Why you guys being so rude to me? I'm gonna sing you guys.
Yeah,
a song,
I agree. I agree. I apologize for that, Steve. Come on, the guy needs help. All right, he's not a prankster. All the jokes aside.
He
is a prankster.
He's a prank. Come on, Larry. You can't smell that.
You don't smell
it.
it.
Been in this industry.
Yeah.
You fool.
Well, I was wrong.
Looks like you were.
Well, I thought his mom died. I mean,
no, that guy was full of it from the word go.
I missed that one.
I'm listening through Mark's headset, and I got that.
Yes, Idi Amin.
Some intern on the JoJo Morning Show just got an extra credit point. Nice job.
I got Larry Wax.
Oh.
Southside Steve smelled his.
It's okay. They just took advantage of a man who was trying to help.
I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be not racist.
Trying to help.
I had a lot of chink jokes going on. But,
One time you try not to be racist, and look what happens. Look, it blows up in your face.
I got burned. Well, I'm going back to being a racist. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Oh, I feel like I get a douchebag of the show.
Yeah, you do.
He's driving around in a $70,000 BMW in Queens, New York.
I thought his mom died. I don't know. I tried to preempt him, but I did say maybe a prankster. I don't know. Could be a paper. Could be a
you got on to me for laughing at him.
Well, he was entertaining.
You got sucked in. Sorry.
Wow. All right, guys, I'm sorry I had to end that way. But that's the nature of our business. Oxygen Financial, if you need... maybe your mom did die and left you with a big car, a yacht. Maybe left you with an island. Maybe left you with a bullet you can put in your head. What do they? Where do they turn to you? What number? What the website? What web number?
What's the URL number?
You want to get a booklet to
HTTP?
Figure out this whole healthcare bill and how it would crush your taxes and what you can do to put more money in your pocket. Go to oxygenfinancial.net. Get our booklet, so you can call us at 770-777-0427.
All right, thank you. What song was he singing? I wanted to hear more of that. Sound like the
it's the BMW theme song.
Yeah, I've got a bad case of diarrhea. Mango high.
Regular guys. My family killed in Holocaust, and they left me with sailboat.
Okay, shut up, Steve.
I'm for real.
Steve, stop laughing, because this guy, his parents...
Why are you laughing?
He's 19, his parents got killed in the Holocaust.
Why are you laughing, bad people? What do I do, money?
I apologize for that.
Money jar.
Young Chinese boy.
Money jar. I'm for real. Come on.
I love the reenactment. 2 minutes later. All right, I've suffered enough. Let's get out of here. Go to hell.
Bye-bye.
We'll be right back. We have Southside Steve chats with Omarosa. Maybe that'll get rid of the oil on my body. I feel like an oily pelican. Can't fly. And we'll get a douchebag update and dip into the email bucket, all coming up in minutes.
My name.
Right, and I'm sure you figured a guy in the South was going to destroy it too, so I just had to.
I don't mind.
So you know...
Wait, so you're saying, I know you expect me to be a racist.
I don't know. It was a little weird. I just kind of said, Southern guy coming on Southside Steve, because I heard her go, Southside Steve, in the background. So
you think that...
She probably figured, okay.
That you're a racist?
Yeah. Well, she probably...
South?
She probably thinks I don't go to New York because them buildings just intimidate me.
Well, she's not wrong about
think
that.
she thinks that?
I actually love me. I don't know. That's just what I said to her. Just see where she'd go with it.
I don't mind.
So you know what? This is a little interesting. You actually sound pleasant. We just had Aisha Tyler on. Do you know who that is?
She's an actress, right?
Yes, she is.
Very pretty girl.
Black? Yes, she is. And she was. We were talking. I was telling.
What is that all about?
Well, I'm going to get to it.
I think Steve is saying what any dude would say.
Damn right, Chaz.
She's black. I practiced on her, and now I'm ready to interview you.
That's what dudes do, right?
That's what dudes do. They point it out.
She's an actress, right?
Yes, she is.
Very pretty girl.
Yes, she is. And she was. We were talking. I was telling her I was going to speak with you, and she's like, angry black woman.
Let me see that bitch in an alley. Let's see how angry I am.
No, Aisha wanted me to say that to her, so I said I would.
Wow, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. That bitch has a lot of nerve to call me angry. I'll see.
Set that bitch on fire.
I'll have a
angry.
knife fight with her.
I wouldn't say you're an angry person, but you just don't tolerate a lot of BS, right? Is that what it is?
When I hear that, I'm like, I have nothing to be angry about. I'm young, I'm rich, I'm beautiful, I'm famous. Why would I be angry?
Humble. Steve, you should date this woman.
Yeah. You two are night and night.
I like it.
You got to get over your down with brown problem because you two are a match made in heaven.
Yeah, she would love the size of your
light
junk.
brown doesn't bother me. Dark brown, I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
That's racist.
That is racist.
You like what you like.
That is racist.
Why
You
is
like
it?
what you
Why?
like.
Well, tell me why you don't like that.
I don't know. I just like light brown is appealing to me, and whether I think Spanish girls, light brown.
I'm not
black
saying you're
woman.
wrong. I'm just saying if it behooves everyone if you explain why you don't like that.
I don't like pale white either. I don't want pale white any more than I want dark
That makes
black.
sense.
I
I don't
the
like that
middle.
either. I don't like that either.
I don't want to see your veins, and I don't want to know that you look like you're the same color as concrete.
Oh, wow.
That's not
racist against pale people.
Yeah, he said concrete, not asphalt.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Because you're a certain shade of white, and you're hating on a different shade
I like
of white.
light white.
That's a different color.
That's
That's
just
racist.
white on white crime.
I like
stop.
Brown, light brown. Even dark brown can be hot. I like a girl with a good tan.
That's like a tan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You just don't like them
Well,
too dark.
mulattoes are the most beautiful people in the world.
Totally.
That's just a given.
Got to agree with you.
Okay. All right. You explain that well.
Thank you.
For me, I don't know about anybody else.
I don't know if it works
You'll have
for
to
the
deal with the
audience.
activists tomorrow.
Yeah.
They have a different standard.
I don't know about the emailers and what they'll be saying. All right, we got a break. Let's take a break. We'll listen to more of this crap.
I'm enjoying it, Chaz.
And
Are
we're-
you enjoying it?
Chaz, come on.
Yeah, I'm going to eat some popcorn. Give me it. Anybody want a hot dog? I'm going to go to the concession stand. That's what dudes do.
No, we eat burgers. Eat a burger instead.
I'll eat a burger, yeah, because that's a grilled one.
Hot dog's a little phallic. You don't.
Hot dogs, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You still get your sea legs. It's all right.
You're learning.
Thanks for catching me, bro.
You're learning.
All right, brah. Brah.
We'll be right back.
TRG.
Welcome back to the Regular Guy Show. Larry Wax outside Steve Rickman. Senator Von Hessler and Campbell's Chunky Tim Andrews out sick today. I don't know. I don't know what. He could be dead. I hope not.
You know, he could be because we've been trying to get in touch with him for the past hour, and he's not answering his phone.
He's just passed out with some pain and drugs.
He's on his bed in his living room.
Yeah. His new home. Yeah, his bed is in his living room. Yeah, we learned that last week.
Because he doesn't have a couch.
No, it's an odd choice.
So rather than moving the TV into the bed, well, whatever. Move the bed.
It's got to be in the living room, Eric. The TV's got to be in the living room.
He's carrying his mattress back and forth, is what he told me. The frame is staying in the bedroom.
Okay,
He carries his mattress from room to room.
Recently, Southside Steve sat down to have a little interesting chat with reality TV star Omarosa. What's her last name? It's really complicated.
Henderson. No?
I don't know.
It's a Manigault Stallworth. That's it. Manigault or I don't know. We call her Omarosa, but Southside Steve, I told him to call her Amarisi to kick off the interview. So if you hear that, I don't know if it belongs in the montage because I told him to do it. Yeah. But here it is, Southside Steve, and let's pick apart his interview with Omarosa.
How are you doing?
What's up, Southside Steve?
How are you doing, Amarisa?
You trying to start a fight? I got 3 of my bachelors up in here. They will pop it off.
I got you.
You know, I have to admit, I'm a little sensitive.
She threatened to hit you.
Yes, she did.
She threatened to get her goons on you.
I think it's the kind of chick that might hit you.
Omarosa.
I think she's probably hit a dude a couple times.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
You can spot a girl that will hit you.
She's an angry woman.
Yeah.
I remember I was visiting my good, close personal friend, Jim Kimmel.
Oh.
I've heard
of
him.
the ABC television network.
He's got a show, yeah.
And she was scheduled to be on the show, and there's a big, something break. This is before the show is about to air, and then it was live. It wasn't on tape like it is now. They call it Jimmy Kimmel Live for some reason. I don't know why.
It's live on tape.
It's live in
it's
one time zone.
Right. It's like Saturday Night Live if you're on the West Coast. It's not live. But
yeah, but
live
it's
on tape.
live. Anyway. I hear something break. There's Omarosa canceled. This is when Omarosa was big guest for him.
Right.
It was either her or Adam Carolla filling in for the guest they couldn't
He's
get.
always on standby.
Yeah. So Omarosa just quit, and it was like a big ruckus. She pulled some kind of diva.
Did she throw a plate?
I don't know, something. Something happened back there.
And she just stomped off?
Yeah, well, her bodyguards, somebody tried to go in there to appease her, and the bodyguards kicked him out, a writer. It's a mess.
Some poor little guy.
Yeah, she's really, and she's tough for no reason. I guess it's a defense mechanism because...
Yeah, I didn't see the season of The Apprentice that featured her. But that's what it was all about? She was just... Did she win, or did she was hired anyway?
I don't know. The proof is in the pudding. You can make the case, and at the time, people did, she's just a tough... if she were a man, she'd be cheered. And,
that's the whole thing, yeah.
But, I mean, you're not a man. You're a woman, and women are perceived differently. And I know it's politically correct to say women can do just as much as men, but there's a reason there's a difference between men and women. Women have to... I don't know. They're just perceived differently, so... Why not play your role? Don't be such a bitch.
They're perceived to be more emotional, and therefore a man's going to be harder and be better in a business situation. I mean, that's the perception.
I just look at what she's done since, and she's still known as reality star Omarosa, not, cosmetics.
Only Chaz Bono can pull off both sides of
It's
that.
not easy.
It may have been creative editing on The Apprentice, but she really came off as the angry race car playing black woman. And it may have been the editing, but that's exactly how she came off. And now she's kind of playing the very empowered, strong woman. And that throws Steve off a little bit.
She's trying to act like a dude.
That's the problem.
Let me tell you something, miss. If you want to act like it. That's the right. I get it. That's what dudes do. They talk honestly from the hip.
Chaz Bono, doesn't it offend you to listen to this woman trying to act like a dude like us? She's not a dude like us.
Oh, you got that right.
Did you just gargle? What happened?
Enjoy the lollipop, Gil. I'm still tweaking the, they gave me...
your dudeness.
I'm tweaking my hormones. They go up and down. It's crazy. I tell you what, that's really crazy.
Well, you're really a dude right now.
Isn't it offensive? Have some chick like that?
Yeah, I know. It really.
Good God. Now you're 3 tests.
Well, I just took a dose of hormones.
Yeah. Now
really
you're a
good
dude.
stuff.
Well, at least it's nice to talk to a dude. That's just woman pretending to be a dude.
She's such a chick. Can I sit in with you fellas and listen?
Dude, hell yeah.
That's what dudes do. They bond.
Yeah, we'll bust chops like dudes.
Saturday.
How are you doing, Omarosa?
You trying to start a fight? I got 3 of my bachelors up in here. They will pop it off.
I got you.
I have to admit, I'm a little sensitive. People have
All right, let's continue now with Southside Steve chit-chatting with Omarosa, or Omarisi.
I wouldn't say you're an angry person, but you just don't tolerate a lot of BS, right? Is that what it is?
When I hear that, I'm like, I have nothing to be angry about. I'm young, I'm rich, I'm beautiful, I'm famous. Why would I be angry?
Those are all good things. I wouldn't be angry if I was those 3 things.
And I've got very handsome men vying for my affection on The Ultimate Merger.
Yes, I'm hearing about that. Donald Trump presents The Ultimate Merger, and this premieres Thursday.
I like how she sucked you into talking about her stupid show.
I have no choice. That's
you have a choice. Everybody has a choice.
I gotta mention it. That's why
Everybody
she's
has a
talking
choice.
to me. I gotta help her out.
No, she just derailed you. You were just getting to the meat of who she is.
Right.
And she just derailed you.
Well, it's on TV One.
Yeah.
Now you just have to find TV One.
What is it? What is TV One?
It's, I imagine, just before 2. I have no idea.
Whatever it is, I'm glad I don't have it.
I hear it's like, according to Mark Owens, it's a low-rent BET.
It's a poor man's BET.
Poor man's BET.
Yeah. What
is BET?
It just shows like
rich for the elites.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It shows reruns of like Steve Harvey all day, and then it focuses towards the black community,
right?
So and it's like
it's
one
black
of those,
collar.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is, and it's it's not.
That's
and
what
they'll
they
have
call
like
it.
one or two new shows. Like this will probably be their big premiere for the month,
right?
And then it does a lot of reruns of like
So
Sanford
it's an
and Son and
upstart.
the Jeffersons.
And by the
stuff
way,
like
a
that.
lot of stations start that way and they turn into something else. But right now, TV One, they're just not there yet. Omarosa is their biggest star.
Almost. It's the poor man's BET. It's
That's
going to
what I
take some
hear.
time.
That's what I hear.
Hey, June 17th at 9 p.m.
On TV One.
You know, you've got the villainess thing. You are a villain. I mean, you came in hardcore. You wanted
villainess.
Villainess.
What happened there?
Yeah, couldn't have edited that out, could we? Of course not.
We wanted to add another syllable.
I did. I thought
Villainesses.
Villainesses.
I'm a villainessium.
It's not a word I use often. I just kind of threw it out.
Villainess.
Villainess.
Here they go. It's just something happened.
Thing, you are a villain. I mean, you.
So you're saying you haven't had time to practice it?
No, it's not a word that flows out of my mouth.
It seems like
Why would you attempt it?
Like I say Steve
That's
all the
it.
time because I'm not afraid to attempt things,
in
Larry.
the middle
I'm
of it,
gutsy.
it sounds like you're trying to pull it back into your mouth.
Yeah.
Villainess.
Just one of those slips. You know, you've got the villainess thing. You are a villain. I mean,
I think he heard the N and it said, "Oh, this could go the wrong way."
Yeah.
Villainess.
You know, you've got the villainess. I was putting the brakes on for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You got the look. You got the villainess.
You're so villain.
I'm going to put on the brake.
The villainess thing. You are a villain. I mean, you came in hardcore. You wanted to win, and you were, you pissed a lot of people off.
Oh, Southside Steve, I am not only am I a villain, I'm a very, very bad girl. You don't want no boring girl next door.
No, and I don't want you in flats. That's one reason I like the fact that you're a businesswoman because I know you're always going to be in heels.
Say what now? Who?
I don't know, man. I guess I switched gears pretty quick there.
Yeah, she was coming on to you and you got threatened.
I got threatened.
You were thinking, I'm going to have to sleep with a black chick. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. She's coming on to me. It's so sexy. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop.
Very, very bad girl. You don't want no...
Stop it, you villainess. Villainous. Villain necessity. Villain news job.
Chaz Bono, are you down with it? You like
That's a good question,
Chaz? Take it away. You all right, Chaz? Mr. Bono.
Was I snoring?
Yeah, dude.
That's what dudes do. What was the question?
You got the sleep apnea going.
Yeah, I got the. Oh, yeah, good. That's what I wanted. Hold on, I got to take another hormone shot.
You don't want no boring girl next door.
No, and I don't want you in flats. That's one reason I like the fact that you're a businesswoman because I know you're always going to be in heels.
Oh, Chaz, are you attracted to Omarosa?
Omarosa?
Omarosa.
Oh, yeah. She gives me a big bulge in my prosthetic. That's what dudes do.
Yeah, guys do that.
Get boners.
Yeah, guys do.
5-inch heels or higher. I close the biggest deals and the highest heels.
Do you have good feet? I'm a foot guy. Foot's my turn on. I don't know about these bachelors that are there with you that are, vying for your love, but do you have hot feet?
I have beautiful feet.
Is the second toe longer than the big toe?
Hey, she knew what you were talking about, dude. Points. High five.
Chaz, hey, you're getting some calluses there, bud.
Yeah, I got some calluses. Oh, damn.
This stuff goes up and down. Right? This system is all over
Hold
the
on, I
place.
got to take another shot.
Yeah, shot. You all right?
I should not have bought these hormones out of a helium canister. That's the problem. There's some
Don't go-
leftover helium in there or something. I don't know.
Get what you pay for. Stay away from the generics.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Just get another shot and come back to us. Is the second toe longer than
Oh, this is good stuff.
Whoa.
I took a little extra. Hey, dude.
He's so deep.
Oh. Take me to Piedmont Park for Dream Girls. I'm ready to rape.
That's what dudes do.
That's what dudes do. They go around rampaging.
Hey, with that voice, let's hit fist, man. That's pretty
Hit fist, dude.
Yeah. That was good. Is the second toe longer than the big toe? Well, now look, we know how
answer.
hardcore you can get. We know that you're a businesswoman. So these guys that are going after you are not the, the suck ups, the little loser type dudes who get their feelings hurt and act like chicks. These are guys that are smart, witty, and difficult themselves.
12
That sounded like it came right out of a press release. These are guys who are smart, witty, and
That's what, and type A personalities. You're right, Eric.
Is that your take after watching 12 episodes?
Is this show groundbreaking and controversial as well?
Somebody find me that press release. I guarantee you that line's in there.
From the man who brought you villainous.
That was in there too.
Comes the words groundbreaking and controversial.
Well, now look, we know how hardcore you can get.
Really? Did the clock just start?
It's close.
I got a run coming.
Okay, we need to remind people, what is the longest question?
47.
46. For a non-question.
46 seconds.
For a non-question question.
Here we go.
Well, now look, we know how hardcore you can get. We know that you're a businesswoman. So these guys that are going after you are not the, the suck ups, the little loser type dudes who get their feelings hurt and act like chicks. These are guys that are smart, witty, and difficult themselves.
15 seconds.
Oh, wow.
No. But I like the way he throws off Omarosa, who's trying to answer his question. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like the subtle message is, shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
Don't answer my question until I'm finished asking.
Damn right. Somebody's going to take control of you, and it's going to be me right
That's right. Good for you.
The suck up. Damn it. The suck ups, the little loser type dudes who get their feelings hurt and act like chicks. These are guys that are smart, witty, and difficult themselves.
12 type A personalities. I don't want to date a wimp. So I've got Javis in the studio with me, I've got Eddie, and I've got Charles Parker.
I noticed you gave one of them a full name. It sounds like you want that last name.
Charles Parker and I.
Eddie, you ain't got a chance. You were just known as Eddie. Eddie, you're not getting...
Busted them up, man.
Who are these dudes?
You see, it's a dating show.
Yeah.
It's, and these are three of the guys that are left on.
They're on the phone, too.
Yeah, there's Bachelorette, and I learned they were in the room. So it's like a Bachelorette show where she is a type A personality. She's a businesswoman, so we're trying to find her a mate. And the mate has to be like her, a type A personality.
I know, but were those the guys, they were on the phone? You were interviewing them, too?
Those are the final three.
Why were they on the phone?
You got me.
How can you talk to five people?
I got to tell you, I didn't know I was going to be talking to those dudes. I heard their introductions, and I just had to comment. All right, you gave one guy.
That's really whoring out. It's like, okay, one thing you want to plug your show, but to pack the house with all these laughing hyenas in the background.
Yeah. Well, they always expect that everybody's going to interview each one of them.
Yeah.
So, Ernie, I hear you were a bartender in Seattle when they found you.
Yeah. Not interesting.
And on my little list, nothing on these guys.
I would have told them to hung up. You got to take better control. Hang up.
Well, no, they were in one room together.
They were all in one room.
Well, go out of the room. I'm talking to Omarosa.
Get out of
Time
here.
for you boneheads.
She likes type A personalities.
Parker and I.
Eddie, you ain't got a chance. You were just known as Eddie. Eddie, you're not getting a damn
Eddie's a Christian rapper.
Did you say he was a Christian rapper? Yes, I jumped on that.
Yeah, I heard.
Never heard of a Christian rapper.
Let's hear the answer.
Good God Almighty, what's all the noise?
I'm betting her answer is yes. Yeah, it did say he was a Christian.
Okay. Did you say he was a Christian rapper?
Yes, Eddie.
It's kind of like an albino frog. I'm Cuban and I love Jesus. Go figure. I rap for him too.
He's never used that line before.
Clever. Mm-mm. He's as clever as...
That's right off the top of his head.
Do you think he gives the Eddie speech? On TV, I'm Eddie. But on here, I'm Eddie.
And
maybe Edward.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm a frog.
Sometimes I have stock lines that I use to gather women.
I'm a type A personality.
It's the white collar, blue collar, no collar speech for South Texas.
Yeah, come on.
Sometimes I'm white collar. Sometimes I'm with blue collar. Sometimes I can hang with no collar.
Boom.
Boom.
I have never seen a guy with a sideways ball cap, pants hanging down, talking about the Lord.
I'm doing it with or without the cap, but I'm doing it hard too.
Can you bust? I mean, I hate to put you on the spot, Eddie, but let's put you on the spot. Can you bust me a rap? Can I hear a rap that's going to take?
Eddie.
Come on, Eddie.
Yeah, all right, I'm back again. Got my tee and my jeans and my fresh fitted. Born in the South, loving how I live. Florida boy, so you know what it is and how it be and was had it. You know what I mean? That's how it is.
You know, are you kidding me? We go through all of this. We do all the good things we can, and there's going to be rap in heaven too.
Yeah.
Christian rapper, baby.
This is why I hope heaven is segregated.
I don't care about race. Just rap and rock and roll should be segregated.
Yeah, snowboarders, skiers,
Jimmy,
everything.
you're coming with us.
In heaven, I want to be with my own kind, or I'm going to hell. I don't care. I might as well.
The three,
he's known as the meanest man in heaven.
Do you want to hit it?
Hey, I'd love to put a ring on it. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't ask if you want to put a ring on. I want to know, do you want to hit it?
Hey, man, listen. After I put the ring on it, I can get it.
Well, man. Now, I got to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not unless Donald Trump approves.
Yeah. You're screwing. That's not true. By the way, the opposite is true. Anybody out there married, put a ring on it. It's over. Done. Might as well shut down your put the scaffolding on your penis. Keep it preserved.
Right.
Just
you
in
might
case,
need it.
Yeah, just in case she gets hit by a bus.
Okay.
But as I said yesterday, you want to stop the oil leak? Put a ring around it. It'll stop putting out. All right.
Well, man. Now, I got to know, is there a white boy in the mix on this?
Eddie says about as white as you can.
I'm a Cuban brother, light skin. So.
By the way, the red flare saying your interviewer has not seen the show.
Well,
right.
Any white people? Yeah, right here. Oh,
well, who's got TV One? I got to figure out if I even have it.
One of our finalists.
Yeah.
I have a designer, a clothing designer, Sterling, and he's representing for the sexy white guys.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the goal of this stupid show?
Does she marry the person?
Get it on with somebody or just yell other type A
She hooks up with a type A personality. She didn't say marriage, but they're going to get into a relationship.
You know what the thing is, though?
She's the prize, huh?
Right.
These must be high rollers. If
she is the prize.
They're desperate to date Omarosa.
Jump on these rides anymore, whether it's this one or the other. They never get married. They never stay together. This all, remember The Bachelor, the first one? Is like, oh, they're going to get married.
Yeah.
And Bret Michaels has been through how many seasons?
2 buses and a Learjet.
They never stay together. It's
but Eric, you're asking the reality shows to stick to reality.
Have
and that's
at least a dose of it.
That's not a standard you should hold them to. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
Do you like guys that are, say, 6'5", about 220 with long hair?
Are you 6'5"?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love tall men.
You like that, don't you?
Can you stop that for 1 second? Because I think we heard a little bit of bedroom talk there, and that creeped me out.
Yeah.
He says that women have heard that. You like this? I just want to hear that. You like
Are you
it?
6'5"?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love tall men.
You like that, don't you? Yeah. Eric, I'm not going to lie. You were in the bedroom with me for a second. Just for a second. That would just be warm up.
That was yucky.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, man. Don't be moving in on my woman. Slow down.
Y'all know when she goes white, it's right.
I feel like an oily pelican. Get it off me. Get it off me, he's screaming. The pelican is screaming, get it off of me now.
Can't breathe.
Y'all know when she goes white, it's right.
Chuckle.
No, I didn't know that. Was it a mix? So are there a couple of white?
By the way,
what are we down to? The final 3 now.
By the way, if this were on a street corner, you'd be dead by now.
Nah, I talked to. No, this is
Larry, my world.
No.
I like this every day.
We're down to the final 3. I like black guys, white guys, Puerto Rican.
Interracial gangbang.
So you don't care?
I don't care. I'm looking for an honest man who loves the Lord and who wants to take me out.
Type A.
Who loves the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Who you think that is?
I know. I hear the Christian rapper getting all excited. It's all right. You can always.
Latin and I make it happen.
All right, I've had enough. I've had enough. It's like, I've had enough.
You don't want to miss him talking about how many women he's been with, Tom Omarosa?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't want to miss that. You're right. Fast
I don't know.
forward
I
to
think
that.
I've got a high number. Does it bother you if a guy's had a lot of lovers in closing?
I never ask. Don't ask questions that you don't want to know the answer
Well, to me, it doesn't matter whether you've been with 408 or one. You could be tainted no matter what, right?
If you're that good, then I might send flowers to the chicks that taught you.
Really? I'm at 408. Any of these guys over 100 in there?
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Wait.
I just assume the Christian rapper was a virgin. I hope he is. You'll be his first. It'll be hot.
Steve, I love you.
Love you. You take care. Can I get a yeah, come on? Yeah, come on?
Yeah, come on.
She got out of that quick. I hope she had a parachute.
I don't think they allowed a white guy in this. I think it was all one Puerto Rican guy and the rest.
Well, it's black. It's
right.
black
Poor
talent.
man's
It's BET.
Right. Poor man's black entertainment television.
Well, some of the featured shows on TV One include
Kelly Brown's Rapopotamus.
Bill Bellamy's Who Got Jokes? How about the Tracy Morgan Show on air from 92 to 93 on NBC?
Oh, they got that.
Reruns of A Different World.
Oh, it must have been a rights battle over that.
What about Sanford's Son?
Black Men Revealed.
Black Men Revealed.
Don't know what that is.
Oh, Herman would like that.
No Justice, No Peace. An Al Sharpton special.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, when's that on? When's that on?
Sharpton.
He has to marry the finalist of that.
Do they have Community Organizer Idol yet?
Al Sharpton's got a show.
I want to get on that. All right. Well, that was pathetic. Thank you, Steve. Thank you so much. We'll take a pause, and then the news sprint is coming up next.
Tongue, man.
All right. Yes, the time really flies by when you're collecting douche points. If I can make that observation. I just did. I feel like I'm goosing Steve. Pinching him.
It's a scene from Dreamgirls tonight.
Who's going to Dreamgirls tonight on the screen on the green with all
Seabass's hand goes straight.
Seabass is going. Seabass is going to go down there and see what all the fuss is about. I just can't imagine watching a movie, any movie, with German Shepherds watching me.
Maybe Boys from Brazil.
Yeah, except, okay.
It'd be like a theme.
That'd be like
That'd
a
be
Rocky
good.
Horror kind of
Exactly.
take on the whole. Sure. But not that. God.
Red Dawn might work for that, too.
Red Dawn. Okay, there's another one.
But Dreamgirls.
Actually, The Diary of Anne Frank would be a pretty good one. You could go down there tonight if you want to know, what was it like to be Anne Frank when you have a cough? 888-9-REGULAR is the number, 973-4852. If you'd like to participate in the final caller of the show ceremonies, today with a little twist, we've given people a little homework assignment. And, yes, we have some products. Here we go. This is Randy, who's calling in from Milwaukee. He's our Milwaukee listener out there at our affiliate, the Internet.
Petite Tong, fellas.
Petite Tong, Randy. How's it going?
It's going good. It's a beautiful day in Milwaukee.
I imagine it's much cooler than here in
It
the
is.
Southland.
It's about 65 here.
65. I would kill for that. That's awesome. And no oil. The Great Lakes are all cleaned up.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't care what temperature it is. It's still Milwaukee.
Hey.
It's
Nothing
good in the
wrong with
summer.
Milwaukee, Eric.
In the summer, it's nice, Eric. You got the
I'm
brewers,
from
you've
these
got
parts.
beer, you can wear shorts for like 3
Yes.
weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
No, when it is beautiful, it's beautiful.
All right, what is the product that you want,
Okay. I have a
Southside
product.
Steve?
Is it all right if I ask Steve a question? I have a question for him, too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Should I ask the question first or the product?
The question, go ahead.
All right, Steve, I know you work out a lot. I work out a lot. What do you bench and what do you do as far as, kind of your workout?
Good question.
I do, I'll do chest and back, and then I'll go and do shoulders and arms.
And
then
jaw.
I do legs every once in a while.
Okay.
You do jaw, right? Jaw.
Jaw. And I talk.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk. I do most of the protein powders, everything. That's all I've ever really been on, doing those kind of things.
What do you bench about?
Benching, let's see what I did last time. 250, like 3 times.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I do about 240 myself.
Okay.
Anyways,
Hey, Randy. Hey, Randy.
Yes.
This is Shannon Shaw.
Yes, sir.
You lift too?
I do.
I'm looking for a new weightlifting buddy.
Whoa, you got me right here.
Well, I'm up for it, Shannon. I'd love to be your partner.
Cool.
Okay, that's good because I can't get Bonnie Frank on the phone. I don't know where
Well,
the hell he's at.
Workout partner, Bonnie.
He's sick.
He and I work out. We do yoga together.
Okay.
But he don't lift no weight.
No, I don't do no yoga.
He got hernia from I don't know. Something happened to his penis.
He was doing the downward facing dog, and
He told me he was in some kind of accident, football accident. He played like touch football or powder puff football. I don't know.
Come up to Milwaukee, Shannon, anytime we can work
I
out.
love the Green Bay Packers. My brother played for Green Bay Packers. Sterling.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, come on. All right,
Nice.
my product is toothpaste.
Toothpaste. All right.
Okay.
Do an ad for toothpaste, Steve.
Just no certain
Steve
brand.
style.
No,
No,
just
let's call it
generic
Crest.
Crest?
Yeah. Aqua Fresh. I don't care. Pick a brand.
Let me think.
Southside Steve for Aqua Fresh toothpaste.
Okay. If you want clean teeth and sparkling teeth, and who doesn't, you need to use Aquafresh. It'll make you fresh. Even if you weren't fresh, you'll be fresh now. And I like it fresh. Who wouldn't? Keep it white, keep it tight. Brush with Aquafresh.
You tried but failed. Randy, you did it. You stumped him.
Me personally, I don't have any trouble leaving a girl's teeth white. But if you do, go for Aquafresh.
Yeah.
If you're going to put something in your mouth.
See, I didn't want to go there. I didn't know what I
Make
could
sure
say.
it's Aquafresh.
Randy, you did it, dude.
Thank you, sir.
I'd give you Braves tickets, but you're in Milwaukee.
I could have said if your teeth aren't white, I could whiten you.
That's what I thought you
You
were going.
could have, but you didn't.
You didn't. He stumped you.
You had your jerk store moment.
Stumped the
I didn't
chump.
Good job,
I
Randy.
thought I'd get dumped.
All right.
Thank you.
I know two things that are bursting with flavor.
Evan and Winder, Petitong.
Hi, can I have a make something sound sexy?
What?
What's the product?
I want her to make peas sound sexy.
A can of peas. This is too
Maybe an inhaler.
Please don't make
Was
me
that-
do that.
Excuse me, was that human?
I don't know.
I think
That was-
so.
I'm not going in the woods with him.
This is Jason in Sandy Springs.
Petitong.
Petitong.
Yeah, just want to prelude my product real quick. I was wondering if anybody has ever been in a public place with an older gentleman or woman that's had a nasty, complete, all-out blowout.
Yeah, my mom. Thanks for asking. That hurts.
I know, it's awkward. It's terrible. You feel so bad for them, but that's the product. It depends on the pants for women.
Depends
on your pants for women. Go ahead, Sal. Ladies and gentlemen, legendary entertainer Southside Steve
Depends.
for
Attention.
Attention, diaper wearers.
Attention, old people.
Attention, old tards.
Southside Steve for Depends.
Let's see. Depends. I'm a man on the go. I like to do things. I like to do promotions,
You're
and
a
I like to
doer.
go out to eat. I'm a doer. And you can't let your body let you down, and occasionally it can. Like a car, it can break down, and that can stop you from doing what you need to do. So if you've got problems down there,
There's nothing sexual
supposed to
about
sexualize
that.
I'm about to.
All right, all right.
I'm trying to get
It's getting
You know,
ready.
this reminds me. This reminds
It's
me of when.
unbelievable.
This reminds me of when Howard Cosell hosted Saturday Night Live, and in one sketch he had to do a Howard Cosell
Yeah, it's tough.
impression, and he
Right.
was the worst.
Yeah, Right, I know.
absolutely the worst Howard Cosell you ever heard came from Howard Cosell himself. So Steve tried to sound like Steve, as we should have learned from the regular guys squares. It doesn't work.
That's a fascinating observation.
Thank you, Eric.
You're capable.
I was going with getting muddy. I didn't know where
That's
gonna go
scatological.
there.
That's not sexual.
I'm going, hey, I'm not afraid to, get muddy.
Wow. All right, Michael and Marietta.
If you make a mess down there and I'm around, it's okay. If you make a mess down there and you're by yourself, it's not okay.
A lot of people, it can be looked at as a lubricant.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, my sparkling water is coming out.
Really? No. Michael and Marietta, Petitong.
I call it pinch and go.
By the way, you're
Pinch your nose. What?
you can punch out.
Okay.
You see, the problem is when sparkling water comes back up, the bubbles bring everything with it. So
Yeah.
oh.
You know, since you didn't come in late today, I'm going to let you go early as a reward.
All right.
Michael and Marietta. Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Petitong.
All right. Well, for my product, I actually got a quick story. It's pretty ridiculous.
I tell you
guys are
what.
gonna like this.
Hold on a second. We're not going to do any more products because it's amazing.
I was getting ready to go into my Downwood Brown thing.
He's been stumped twice. I think we've.
That's where you should go. It depends. If you, like me, are not down with Brown.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
It just needs a little time.
It just needs me a second. Yeah, I just need a second.
It just
I don't
needs him a
write my
second.
copy in 5 seconds. I think about it for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then I come up.
Doesn't show.
Okay. Well,
Hey, thank
Right.
you, Eric. I'm glad you slept.
wait, Mr. Clutch. It's outside.
Oh, I'm here. I did good enough. It's okay.
7-trick cowboy.
Yeah, but
Jason Hayward, how come you didn't hit a home run? I was getting ready to.
I was getting ready to. I just needed a couple more swings.
Ball came too fast.
Damn
Yeah.
right. I was just getting used to it.
All right, Michael, what's on your mind?
Okay, so I've got an outrageous story you guys are really going to like. I got an email from a friend from high school the other day. basically telling me something about this girl that I knew. He says, "Hey, I just saw this video, and you're Facebook friends with this girl." And so he's telling me about it. And basically, apparently this girl that I went to high school with is in a porno.
Oh, nice. Every high school class has at least one girl who makes a porno, but not all of them are discovered. Who is is she a porn star now?
I don't know if you could say that. She's in a few videos.
Mm-hmm. What kind of are they? Are they mainstream videos? What kind of videos are they?
They're on the Bang Bros website.
Oh, that's where they pick the girls up in the van.
That's
and
mainstream.
Yeah,
that is hardcore.
By the way, anyway. I'm not going to break the illusion there.
So she's in Bang Bros with the Bang Bus, or they do a lot of different products.
Yeah, they do, and it was funny because this guy is telling me about this, and this girl, she was a real kind of goody a churchy girl, one of those kinds of things. Nobody's really expecting this,
right?
And so he clicks, he gives me this link, and I click on it, and I start watching it, and I'm going, there's no way this is going to be her, and it totally is. I mean, you're seeing all this ridiculous stuff, and it's this girl I knew in high school. Man, it's crazy.
That's awesome. And then is she good at sex, or is she sexy now, or how would you rate her?
Yeah, she's got a little meat on her bones, but it's not too much. I mean, she looks good. She's a redhead.
Oh wow! And you know her? Why don't you Facebook her and try to get with her?
Yeah, that. Be an interesting story.
Are you
Get
married?
her a van. Meet her on a street corner.
Yeah, it's Boris Seabass's new van. Are you married?
I am not.
You're not married, so you should hook up with her. She's an easy, easy get.
Might cost you a little.
Yeah, it's a possibility, definitely.
Yeah, flash some cash. I mean, if she would get with the Bang Brothers for cash.
Yeah, that Bang Bus is the new wrestling. People are shocked that it's not real.
You don't like real? Oh yeah, right.
There's a van tooling around the same city for the last 5 years, picking up women.
I don't think people think it's real. Do you think people think it's real?
I've met people who think it's real.
Really? I don't want to meet
the cops just can't find this van.
Who are these people who think it's real? Do I know the people who think it's real?
You know some of the people who think it's real.
Name one person.
Come on.
Give me
First
initials.
Name. Our initials, yeah.
LT.
LT. Wait a minute.
Really? You get suckered?
Wait a minute. Wait. Step up to the microphone, LT.
No way.
Oh. I thought you were smarter than that. I thought you were hipper than that.
I mean, I believe that girls will do a lot of things for money.
I know, but on camera to be stranded and raped and stranded.
You don't think one or two of them would call the cops after?
Yeah, right. I mean,
well, okay. To be honest, I haven't Bang Brothers is a pay site, so I haven't really investigated. But I just assumed half the chicks were just paid and before, and then they do what they need to do in the van, and then they kick them out.
Well, then you're on to it. That's what I mean. They are paid.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah,
okay,
I didn't think they were just girls that they met. And, I assumed that they paid.
But the big payoff for the fraternity crowd is that they don't get paid, but they're promised in the end. They're sort of kicked to the curb.
Oh,
and they
no, I didn't believe that. I just thought that they were real amateurs.
Yeah.
You understand you're talking to a man who's wearing an orgasm donor shirt right now.
It does say. That is an odd shirt. How do you wear that? And you know what? LT, I got to tell you, it's amazing. Orgasm donor, his shirt says, which
the
is
Red
very
Cross.
funny.
I'm sure Gary Lewis loves that around the halls.
And here I am, and I feel stupid because I feel like a loser. Because this morning, I reached in my drawer, and I grabbed my Don't Tread on Me t-shirt. I said, yeah, I'll wear this. And I said, you know what? I know it's not racist, but I don't want to just when I go to lunch after the show, I don't want to be in that shirt.
It's provocative.
Yeah, I don't want to provoke. It's not appropriate. And he's wearing an
orgasm donor shirt. I'm sure this is going to be the day the Boy Scouts do the tour in the hall, no doubt.
It happens.
Get out of here.
It is a place of work,
All right. You know what, Michael, you're going to be the final caller of the show.
All right, thanks.
All right, hold on. We'll tell you what your prize is. Good for him. We don't have time anymore for anything else except douchebag of the show.
Douchebag. He's Mr. Douchebag.
Mixmaster Mark. A lot of audio so far today. A lot of opportunity.
Well, pretty easy today, and we'll keep it quick. Steve, you like to say you're a man of the people. What is your phrase? White collar, blue collar, no collar?
Mm-hmm. It relates to all people.
I'm thinking about going with no shirt, but I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. So, Southside really relates to the people outside of the perimeter.
I relate to the shirtless, the homeless.
The shirts, the hatless, skins, all of them.
Pantsless.
You'd be amazed how many people we've met them all many times before. The real blue cups. Man, where's Steve? I love Steve. Man,
Yeah.
I don't have a job. I don't make a lot of money, but he really represents who I am.
Yep.
And then that's half the reason you open your bar on the south side, right?
Right.
Reach the blue collars.
Yeah, really
Take
reach
care
that,
of those guys, man.
Yeah, that AMS type crowd, the salt of the earth.
Yes.
So you know you love it. You got to love it when you're a Southside Steve fan and you hear him say something like this.
If you find sea bass, there's a $20 bill in it for you.
You might want to talk to one of the interns. I threw a 20 out the window blowing my nose driving.
Oh.
I'm salt of the earth. Those are my people.
You are so elitist.
That was just funning.
It's a big douchebag point. Big douchebag point.
Yeah, if you saw the look on his face this morning, the last thing he wanted was $20 from
I know.
anybody. Must be nice.
I'm not going to jump through hoops for
He made
20.
that who
No,
farted.
I'm not.
He made that who farted look when I offered $20. I
was like, really?
All right, so Steve is the douchebag
of the show.
Okay.
Way to go.
Thank
2
you.
days in a row, buddy.
Hey, you know.
Man of the people who blows his nose on $20 bills.
You heard it
And then I have to wash my face because everybody knows money's germy.
Tomorrow on the show, comedian Michael Ian Black, Biggest Loser winner Allie Vincent. We'll play some Shoot Steve and a special episode, a screen on the green version of What's Crackin' with Seabass. That's
of course
on tomorrow's Regular Guys program.
Don't forget, we'll have a new NBA champion. Anyone?
Oh, is that really? Is this
Lakers are
game
going to win.
You think
Lakers
so?
are going to, yeah.
I
They're
think
at
so,
home.
too. They're at home. I think so too.
It's rigged that way. LA needs a boost. So, yeah. All right, that's all the time we have. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with a brand new episode of The Regular Guy Show. Until then, this is Larry Wax, Southside Steve Rickman, and Senator Von Hessler saying petitong, everybody. Please do not step on down power lines.
They are known for dykes.
Talk to you tomorrow.